Yo, we're going. You know how I do it. I don't want to hear all that comment shit. I don't want to read no comment gang banging. You got something to say about the post I put up? You think you ready? You think you on that level? Come up on the live with me. Other than that, it's already over with. Everybody see it. The spirituality, all the shit they was pushing, it's over. All the stuff, all that little fake wannabe woke shit, that shit done passed away. Now ain't nobody else to be able to do nothing about it, from the little ones to the big ones. Cause soon as Faise One hit the scene, he shut it down. Soon as he hit the scene, nigga, he shut it down. So anybody got something to say about the post, come on live with me. That's all you gotta do though. What all about? What's good? You tell me what's good. Yeah, they don't have nothing to say about it, do it. It's only in the comments. People live in the comments. When it comes time to talk to me, speak to me, yeah, let's actually do it. One thing about Nuwapu, what I grew up on, it'll chase the hell out of lie. It'll chase a lie. And lies get to running, ducking, dipping. Peeps, what's going on? Who left? Y'all tell me who left that's supposed to be a leader out here, a black leader, conscious leader, anything. Tell me who left. We're going to break it down right now. Tell me who left. Tell me who about to take people anywhere other than to their internet posts. Tell me. Tell me who can put people together and cause spiritual things to happen other than people just meditating. That's all they do. They go stand on top of Stone Mountain. They say Om, and people say, this is organization. That ain't organization. Y'all got some exercise vocally, and y'all got some exercise with some cardio. Ain't nothing was built. You know what I'm saying? No souls were saved. Pictures were taken. It was a fan thing, and then that was it. You said you were watching hella niggas on TikTok debating Jesus is a guy. They all left behind. They all left behind. That's too slow. All the religious debates is too slow. It ain't even fair. That's just too slow. All you have to do is ask the religious people questions. You win. Because they don't have no answers. Been on Dr. York since the 90s. His information is still the real. Exactly. Yeah, they left behind. Meaning, all that debating about Jesus, you don't even know what you're talking about. Remember, we had a few people come on here and try to explain it. They don't know what they're saying. That's why I say, when it comes to people belief, I just let y'all have it. Oh, now you got that. You talk about your belief. You ain't talking about what you know. You see what I'm saying? This ain't something I can go and prove. I can't go and prove Jesus. You don't have the way that I can. What people gonna leave it at? Oh, you just gonna have to, have faith. Faith is the same thing. You saying the same thing? You ain't have to tag me, because what's the point? Even if you told, I got somebody to go against you, or I got somebody to, challenge you. When they find out it's Faise One, they gonna act like you ain't say nothing. So what was the point? So I had to tell you, no, you didn't. I'm the one they run from. There ain't nobody else getting ran from. Everybody else, they invited. They invited to the debates. They invited to the meetings. They invited to the live streams. You know what I mean? It don't matter what it is. But I'm the one that when it come down to it, they run from me. And you want to know why? It's okay, here go the situation, right? Like I told y'all the other day. If somebody's so focused on whether or not I'm causing division in the community, if that's their big thing, and they really feel like that, then they would have been did something about me. Right? If I'm an agent, why y'all ain't handle me then? If I'm an agent, why am I still allowed to cause more division? Why am I still allowed to make it be that people are being lost and misled? Because when I said y'all misleading people, I got out here and I did something about it. And I took y'all people from y'all and showed them to right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, sound right reasoning. I showed them right here to the censor. They ain't went nowhere. So I snatched the people from you who you said you was leading, and I brought them to the truth. How many people in here was with Rashad Jamal? How many people in here was under Young Pharaoh at one point? How many people in here was under the Billy Carsons and the 19 Keyses? How many people, I mean, y'all can tell, y'all can say it. How many people in here was up under the Umar Johnsons thinking he was finna do something? Marcus Garvey remix that never occurred. How many people in here was up under all these different Nature Boys, Eligio Bishop, whatever they call them? How many people under here was under these people, right? Listening to what they said, believing their teachings, and repeating what they said. How many of y'all, when y'all first met me, y'all were like, peace, reflection? Because you heard Rashad Jamal say it, all right? Or ra'a, meaning evil, Rashad. Shed is a demon. Go look it up. Rashad, that's why I tell you, Rashad, even spelled backwards, Deshed. All right, when you flip them letters around, really, Deshed. And Deshed is what? Red in ancient Egypt. So everything in his name, it's the only thing that would be about his name that could have saved him was the words rightly guided. And he didn't choose to be rightly guided. He chose Amberlight. He chose to lie. He chose to deceive. He didn't have to do that. But how many of y'all was up under him? Tell the truth. You see? And don't just stop thinking, oh, now I found Malachi, let me be under him. No, what Malachi does is tells you, don't be under nobody. You need to be able to teach. You need to be able to stream. You need to be able to take the walk yourself. In his teachings, he was saying he wanted people to come out here and teach. Don't let nobody fool you. All these other people are tripping. These people talking about some, why y'all want to be teachers and da-da-da-da. We're supposed to be teachers. Malachi York told me, right, meaning to my ears, what to come out here and do. But before he ever did that, I was listening to his teachings when I was young. And I heard him say, all these young guys, all my disciples are being taught to go out there and be just like me and teach. If they ain't going to teach you, we're wasting our time. So all that, he didn't want us to be teachers and we supposed to be just following up on him. All that, y'all, that's y'all shit. It's Nubians and Sabians who be saying that. Because as soon as somebody out here that's really a dynamic teacher makes some waves, and it ain't them standing in the temple in front of 5 people, then they got to say, I want to be a leader. I'm already a leader. What are you talking about? He not talking about me. Oh, you want a platform. I already have a platform. He not talking about me. Oh, you want him to trust you. I don't care whether or not he trusts me. Him trusting me don't have nothing to do with whether or not I'm going to help him in his situation where y'all think he ain't got no moves. He had plenty moves. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I tell people, if I'm so much of an agent, why y'all ain't handle me? You see what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody got rid of me? Why ain't nobody made me shut up? Why I done made so many shut up? If I'm the agent, you going to tell me you going to let an agent come into your community and take it over like this? You going to let me, who you don't even know, come out of the woodworks and just take over your community? And you think you saying something great when you say this nigga's an agent. That means you weak. You don't have no control over your 4 corners. You know what I'm saying? You exposed like that? And I come in with sword swinging? And I'm inviting everybody to come and challenge it? Say, anybody. Get your physicists, metaphysicists, geologists, taxonomists, your sociologists, your historians, your chemists, your geneticists. I'm saying, but y'all don't have none of them. Only way y'all got of all that list is metaphysicists, because that was the easiest science for y'all, right? You didn't want to do what it took to actually learn, okay? Because they taught you don't have to learn. People like 607 Uncle saying we don't need to read books. We don't need to know things. And anytime you know anything about anything, the one thing they want to hit you with is, oh, you just in the books. No, I'm not. I'm not just in the books. That's clear, because if I was just in the books, I wouldn't be able to relate to my people. If I was just in the books, so many of y'all coming from the hood, the streets, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't from the suburbs. It's niggas in here who've been niggas in here. And I've been a nigga. What is you saying? You listen to my music, you realize I ain't just no book smart nigga. I've been around. You see what I'm saying? I've been in the streets. I've been in the corporate. I've been in the conscious community. I've been all over this place, the religious community. And you can't do that if all you know is how to read books. It's actually a smart thing to do. Instead of reading books, you read people. You read events. I was studying, not just in the streets, I was studying in the streets. I was learning the lingo. I was learning what was moving when shit pop off. You see what I'm saying? I was in the religious community, not just studying their books, praying with them, crying with them. Jesus is Lord and with them. You know what I'm saying? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah and with them. Shahada and with them. So that way y'all think you see me on here, people come up here, they be Muslims. We sit and we have a whole conversation about Al-Quran, the Deen, all of that. And you think you don't see no Google. They ask me questions, I can get right with them. You see the Hebrew Israelite person backed out. You ain't never seen that. One of the Hebrew Israelite niggas got on here, called himself a trooper, and backed out and decided he opted out of using scripture when it came to me. All of this is recorded, you know that, right? He said he needed 6 months to come back. They opt out of going head to head with Faise One. He came up here saying, you got your people, you putting your people in the loop. He don't understand, like that was your opening statement. You wasted it on ad hominem. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Well, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Then get off my live. I need 6 months. Okay, see you in 6 months. Him not understanding that the 6 months you gonna take to study Ivrit, Hebrew, all right, and the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, I would have studied 9 more doctrines and world disciplines and scientific fields before you ever got to me, to be able to show you more of how what you believe in don't have anything to do with truth, knowledge, or facts. It's all your belief system. I can respect you, but why you want to get on the live and tell people I'm putting them in a loop? Keeping people in the loop, which again, depending on how you say it, that's not a bad thing. Niggas don't understand sound and right reasoning. If I put you in a loop, that's bad. You understand? Not all the time. If I say, yo, I'm going to keep you in the loop, that means I'm letting you know what's going on. You keeping people in the loop. That's your problem, ain't it? Because so long as they know what's going on, your doctrine don't seem powerful no more. But all these people who don't have nothing to look up to, you know what I'm saying? They don't know where to go. They don't know what to seek. Is one of my recent books I'm working on now. 9 Degrees of Isolation. Right? They don't know where to go. They don't know where to look. They don't know how to get there. Then everything these people be saying is deep. Everything they bring to y'all is going to be deep. But then I say, question them. That shouldn't be no problem. That's how you know the conscious community is a cult. Because y'all don't like to be questioned. That's cult behavior. Y'all don't like somebody to say, hold on, can you prove that? That's cult behavior. Right? Especially when you put a bunch of cult leaders in position. You ain't even just got one. Y'all got a bunch of cult leaders that you put in position and then you wage them against each other. Y'all cause division. You see what I'm saying? When Young Pharaoh and Rashad Jamal were at odds with each other, y'all were joining the lives. Y'all were in the comments laughing. I saw you. You understand? The thing is, you didn't see me. You didn't see me coming. I saw you coming. Y'all was sitting there entertained by it. I wasn't entertained. I was observing. I was watching. I was paying attention. And I was taking notes of all of the things that they were saying, all their behaviors. I said, these ain't our people. These can't be. These ain't us. You see? So when they were causing division and distractions, nobody said, this is division. Let's work together. I say they divided, and they're not talking about anything to begin with, so you don't even have to worry about the division aspect, and y'all say I'm divided. Truth be told, y'all been divided before I came to you. Y'all been divided. Some of y'all Bobby Hemmetites. Some of y'all is Rashad Jamalites or Jamalites. Some of y'all are Marshallites, Young Pharaohites. Y'all following all kind of people. Some of y'all are 19 Keys-ites. You know this man ain't took y'all nowhere. All he do is wake up, put that symbol on, rock out. That's it. You ain't going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? If you paying attention, if you're not paying attention, you think you're going somewhere. Now, let me ask you, where have you gone? I learned higher knowledge. No, don't repeat what he says. What higher knowledge? Teach me something that's higher knowledge right now. And if you go into finances, all right, it's time to get out. Go, leave. Because you're going to tell me you needed 19 keys to teach you financial literacy, economics. You needed a man to do that, or you wanted a man to do that. You needed a man to show you that, or you wanted a man to show. Okay, well, then just say you're a fan of 19 Keys, and I'll leave you alone. That means that he's a celebrity and you're a fan. He's your leader, you're his follower. All right, I'll leave that alone. Just get out of our way. Because what you're doing has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing. And then they swear they know what we're doing till it's time to talk about what are we doing. Then you don't have anything to say. What am I doing? Where are we going? Where did I begin? Did they deactivate my page before? Yes. All that, you got to get your page deactivated to be real, or you got to be locked up to be real. That's not, no, first of all, they can still lock me up. That don't mean that just because you don't see me locked up right now, that they won't lock me up. They can still try to kill me. Just because you don't see them at the moment trying to kill me in this very moment, don't mean they won't. I can still have the CIA on me. I can still have the CIA with me. Y'all think CIA mean all of them agree with what's moving in their government. Some of the people in the CIA are rogue agents. Some people in the CIA will step in to help you. But you don't know that because you don't actually know what you're saying when you say CIA. Y'all turn CIA into ghosts and forgetting that they're people with opinions and belief systems just like you. Some people in the CIA believe in God, and some people in the CIA are too deep in the CIA to even believe in God because they realizing all this stuff that's moving don't have nothing to do with no spirit force. Not everybody's on the scientific level. Same thing with the army. You can't speak on the army and see some white man soldier. See that same white man soldier that pop up in your image? That's not a true representation of the army. There are women in the army. There are melanin dominant women in the army. Melanin dominant men, Asians, all kind of people in the army. You see what I'm saying? But you get this image of the CIA as some white man or white girl standing there. You don't know the CIA be looking like niggas behind Faise One in this image. CIA be looking like 607 You understand? Even still, you have to know the CIA is very wise with who they pick. So if they were going to pick a nigga like 607 or anybody you think, oh, could this person be CIA? Send them to me and let's see if they're smart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm giving you the whole thing. Wouldn't I have been humbled by now? I'm trying to show you something. This comes from my lifelong preparation. I wasn't in the world how they was in the world. I was in it and not of it. They was in it and of it. They wasted time. If you want to see if a nigga CIA, send him to me and let's see if he's smart. Let's see if he's intelligent. How you gonna be a part of the Central Intelligence Agency and your agent ass don't have a hint of an information piece about what the Central Intelligence is about? You see? You want to see if they CIA? Send them to Faise One. See if they even know how to stick to a point or a subject or if they're learned. The CIA don't just got people floating around in their agency that don't know what that you can't even what. You don't know what you're saying. Like, listen, my bloodline from my mom on to me has been considered for the CIA since she was in elementary school. They considered, like y'all say out there, they considered my mom for the CIA and the military, different programs, gifted programs in the military when she was in middle school. And her mama was going to let her go. Her dad wasn't with it. My grandfather, Jimmy, he wasn't with it. You see what I'm saying? But they wanted her because why? She had abilities. And they came to me. They had these programs called gifted programs in school, which some of y'all know about, some of y'all may not know about. Some of y'all were asked to be a part of them. Some of y'all were like, what is that? Because you didn't have nothing to do with it. But it wasn't about trying to figure out whether or not you were smart alone. They were also looking for gifts that you had, abilities, all right, to see if some people were psychometric, see if people were intuitives, see if people were clairvoyant, see if people were clairaudient, see if people could, you know what I'm saying, discern well at that age. Anything that they saw was something that could have been of use. They tested you on it. And I'm telling you because I went through the tests. So don't anybody ever try to say that's a conspiracy? They don't know what they're talking about. I was in plenty gifted programs, and I tested into gifted, right? When I was, what was that? I might have been 5, 6 years old. I tested into gifted as soon as I became of age to go into first grade. Around that time, 6, 7, one of them, right? And from then on, I had been in gifted programs until after 5th grade. After 5th grade, I went to a whole nother school, Matinee Middle School. They didn't really have no gifted program. And none of the teachers were qualified to teach me there. In 2nd grade, my teachers weren't qualified to teach me. That was from simple placement to advanced placement. Nobody was qualified to teach me on paper. All right? So the gifted programs were there to aid and assist the teachers, say, you got to give him this type of work. I'm not lying. You got to give him this type of work. He can't be doing that. That's too. See, you'll be thinking that the child that doesn't want to do the multiplications is not wanting to do them because he don't want to do the work. Or no, that wasn't me. We already learned this yesterday. Yeah, but Omari, you kind of learned it fast. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Why are they taking so long? You showed me what it is. Why you got to keep telling me what it is? You see what I'm saying? You showed me how to do this. Multiplication is just advanced addition. You told me how to add a long time ago. So now you putting this in front of me like this is okay, I figured it out. This X is just, you literally just turned the plus sign over. It's still the same symbol, reminding me that I just have to add. And I have to add in an advanced manner. And so I activate that in my mind. So now you put 3 times 5 in front of me, 15. Okay, I'll understand it. That's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Simple. Simple. And I'm in 2nd and 3rd grade. They said, well, you're learning too fast. And then they came out with the No Child Left Behind grant. So that had me in classes with people who, to me, were slow. But they started to make the masses think that slow was the average speed, which it was. If you think about it, slow is average. So here come y'all. Y'all want to argue with me, and it took y'all 4 weeks to learn multiplication. And I learned it when they said it in front of me. And it was like, I remember my teacher, we had 2 teachers, right? It was a white lady, I can't remember her name. But it was a white lady and a white dude. I used to think they were married. They might have been, ain't no telling. But I remember when I learned the shit that fast that day. And I was like, I get it. And I was excited. They were looking at each other like, huh? And they were like, well, Omari, basically they were saying, you can't get it. No, yes, I can. Watch, let me show you. Here, this is how you do it. As a matter of fact, I learned another, method called lattice multiplication. So when they gave us these big, big numbers to go multiply by, I researched myself something called lattice multiplication, which helped me get that number more quickly and more accurately. So they kept saying, well, you're not supposed to do that. You didn't tell me I can't use lattice. How do you even know what lattice is? I researched it. When I got home, I did my research. What are you talking about? You telling me multiplication? There must be other way. I learned how to Chinese multiply, all kind of stuff. There are faster ways than what you just showed me. So, you know what I'm saying? They were mad because how do you teach this child? And y'all want me to go up against these people who it took y'all 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, damn near 2 months to grasp multiplication. And I was ready to go when they put it in front of me. You see what I'm saying? They had me sitting in class learning this shit. And then they had to be briefed. They say, this is a gifted child. You have to give him this work. So it caused problems, which is why they started separating the classes. It caused problems because the students, my peers, if you want to call them that, they were confused about why I was getting certain type of work that looked more fun and their work looked boring. So instead of multiplication, I was getting creative projects. You see what I'm saying? To figure out how I could make this look like this and that and figure this out and solve this puzzle. And yeah, why I need to do multiplication? I already learned that. This right here, using your creative mind, that's going to be more useful than the motherfucker who just know how to multiply. Let me ask you a question. When do you use multiplication? Most of y'all have not used it since you graduated, when you used it. A lot of y'all done decided all you need to learn is how to count money. That's sad, but that's what you decided. All you needed to know was how to count money. When have you actually used multiplication? You don't use it. You see? And then when it's time to use it, what do? You go to the calculator. You don't calculate. So my thing was I was using my creative brain and I was being taught by my mother, who's also gifted, that this is what's going to cause you to go forward in this world, using that brain. You see what I'm saying? You already mastered all this. You don't got to keep going all over that. You see what I'm saying? Multiples and this and that. No. Tell me what the story is of this, and then they'll put a pen in front of you. What's the story of this pen? And you got to write the story. They'll put 2 lines in front of you, say, finish the picture. Finish the picture. They'll put a puzzle in front of you, put a clock in front of you, and hit the clock and say, solve the puzzle. I solved the puzzle. That was easy. Why you do that? I got plenty time left. They just had to stop the clock. This nigga quick. Yeah. Put the Rubik's Cube in front of you. That's how I learned the Rubik's Cube. Left, right, left, right, left. It wasn't hard. All right, what's next? And they just kept putting shit in front of me. It wasn't no bubble in this answer. That's why I don't like standardized tests. This isn't going to prove what I know. This is going to prove what I can, quote unquote, remember that you told me. No application necessary. And you also sell the children short through your standardized test because you put 4 options, A, B, C, or D. How about no multiple choice? You ask me the question. Allow me to dive into my retention of the information and where I applied it so that I can respond, what he call open response. You see? No, they'll give you a question and give you 4 or 5 answer choices to give you the opportunity to possibly get it right, knowing most of these children don't remember 99% of the shit that you done laid on them, not consciously. So it's not training them to actually retain information. It's training them to remember what you said, which I know some of y'all might think, oh, that's the same thing because you're standardized. It's not the same thing. So let me give you an example. You remember that Rashad Jamal said DEA. Now, what about DEA did you retain? There you go. Nothing. You didn't retain anything about DEA other than the fact that it's 3 letters and it applies to black people and we're special. And I asked you to explain it. He said, oh, it's deoxyetheric acid. What's the deoxy part mean? The deoxygen. Have a seat for me. Have a seat for me. What about the acid part? We got acid in our bodies. Now, some of y'all acid in our bodies. Now, some of y'all like, that's not what it means. They think that it means that. Same reason why somebody got on my live and told me ether wasn't a thing. Even though ether in chemistry is a thing. I told y'all about the diethyl groups. Ether in reality is a thing. It's just upper atmosphere. You see, he didn't know what he was talking about. Could have grilled him. You see, but he a scientist and he don't know. Why? Because you're so busy trying to debunk non-ether or debunk ether, you ain't even research it. You did what's called confirmation bias, and you said, based on my disbelief in non-ether, this can't be real. Even though in science, they support it. And in the Holy Tablets, Dr. Malachi Z. York wrote, it's scientifically explained. All right? When these people talk about non-ether, all they talking about is the hair. When he explicitly stated that it ain't just hair. It's not just dealing with the hair. That's why I tell you, anybody talking about non-ether, ask them about the components of non-ether and see what they say. They ain't gonna know what they saying. So they remember what Dr. York said. They didn't retain the information. Do you get what I'm saying? There's your subject, and then there's what's called subject matter. I'm a subject matter baby. Because if you're going to teach me this subject must matter. So I'm going to go in and find out all that I can about this subject. You see? All right. When I was in 11th grade, this is a real story. When I was in 11th grade, all throughout my high school thing, I didn't have no relationship, right? Until 11th grade. So 11th and 12th grade, I was in a relationship with a girl named Sasha. All right. So my 11th grade year, especially when I started figuring out that the game was rigged, I was smarter than everybody, and they didn't like that. My teachers didn't like that. So they rigged it. And when I saw that, I stopped giving a damn. I stopped showing up. I stopped showing what we could do with this knowledge and information. How? When I was in 9th grade, you might have saw a picture or image of me before. When I had all them awards, I could scroll through here, but it probably takes too long. But I had all them awards. I had 17 plus awards. I couldn't even hold them all. My Umi helped me hold some of them. Because everything they called out, every category, from mathematician, the mathematician of the school, the biologist, the one who scored the highest. I think they had the EOC intercourse test. I had a 92, 93, something like that. And there was this other girl named Darlene that they were rooting for to win over me. They wanted her to win, but she didn't, right? So they had to give me that award too. They was hot about that because they were for sure that this girl is smart, and I'm not studying. I'm not doing none of that stuff, but they didn't know. I don't have to study. I already retained what you taught. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't someone who had to study. You taught it to me. Eukaryotes, prokaryotes. Okay, I understand. You taught it to me. The cell wall. All that. I get it. Why do I look like put on some glasses and they're staring at the shit over and over again? You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that, but they thought because she did that she was going to score over me. Listen, if she didn't do that, she wouldn't have scored nowhere near me. You see? And I didn't study. I learned what it was, and I remembered it and retained it. Okay? So, ninth grade, I'm showing you something. 9th grade, I'm not lying. Like I said, I had to find a picture. It's in here somewhere, but I don't want to sit here and like bore y'all with me scrolling. Okay? But somebody done seen the damn photo. When I was 9th grade, I had the medallions on. The medallions with some other awards. And I had all the awards I could hold, and my mama was holding the rest of them. Right? All right, cool. That was 9th grade, Carver High School. I'm not making that up. All right, everybody knew that though. That's why Slime like Charlotte was like, man, y'all need to follow that man right here. Follow Faise One. He said he the smartest nigga I know. He said I ain't talking about just in school. I'm talking about in life. They try to play it down though. Remember, Smart Guy the rapper came on here and started asking me all kind of neuroscience questions. Didn't know I knew the answers. I mean, we had a run. He like, okay. Yeah, okay. Because listen, people will get the answer to the questions that they ask. You never know how much I know. That's a part of it. All right, watch this. So, ninth grade, I walked across the, the stage about 17 plus times. After like the fifth time, people started groaning and moaning. You know what I mean? All right, mathematician of the school, Omari Hargrove. But even the teachers after a while, Omari Hargrove. they wasn't even, you know what I mean? It got quiet. Like, okay, here you go. Only one in there yelling, making noise after a while. My mama, all right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else just quiet. I'm like, damn, that's hate. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't care. I'm still George Jefferson limping across the stage. That's been my thing. Ever since I was little, when I get my awards, I limp across the stage. Pimp walk. Yeah. Hey, talking about, because I'm the lame nigga. I'm that, but I'm smarter than all of y'all. All right, bet. So I did that. And you know what I mean? After a while, even the principal just looking around like it's time to go. It ain't time to go yet. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't getting no daps no more. The first time I got daps and the fist pumps getting off the stage. Now the principal got a hand behind his back. You know, leaning and bouncing on his hand. What the fuck wrong with you? All right, whatever. I didn't know they were plotting on me. This would really fuck me up. So I got all them. I cleaned up. I don't even remember who else got awards. Not the awards that matter. When you talk about the most this, the most that, biology this, da-da-da-da. Faise, Omari Hargrove. And I walk across the stage. And y'all think I'm lying when you go and look at that video where it was, what was it? The Play video. Faise One, the Little Baby remix. It was called Play, Play. You saw when in the beginning of the video, the principal of the school, Principal Muhammad, was like, this award, Atlanta Journal Cup award, is given to someone who's the best all-around senior, well-rounded in all aspects of the school program, all of that. Everybody knew who it was about to be. Everybody knew. Everybody, you could feel it in the air. And then the nigga said, and that student is Omari Hargrove. The theater erupted. And you see me walking with that same, yeah, smiling. Because I already know I'm smarter than all y'all. But like I said in the F Black History song, I said, I went to school with my peers. What was the lyrics, y'all? I graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. Meaning, yeah, I could have skipped 5 grades. But I didn't do that because I wanted to be around my people in my age. I locked in with my peers. I wanted to know what we were going through. I wanted to understand my generation. And I was what do you call it? They say too smart for your own good. I had a different formula. I was smart, but I didn't want to advance. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be smart and still learn about my people. So all that shit easy, but I don't get what the point is of me being 5th grade and you ask me, do I want to advance to 8th? No, I don't want to leave my friends. That was me. That's my mama. I literally was like, I don't want to leave my friends. I like my friends. You know what I'm saying? I like being able to talk to them, answer their questions, and I got to help my generation. You see? So that's what it was. Either way, after I got all them awards, 10th grade came around, right? And in 10th grade, before awards day, I'm like, I'm finna clean up again, right? I already knew. I was about to dress up, all that. I knew I cleaned up. They pulled me to the side and was like, yo, so Mr. Hargrove, we want to talk to you about something. So I went into a meeting with like 5, 6 teachers and a principal who was Dr. Pryor at the time. Not Mr. Muhammad. So another principal named Dr. Pryor that DC Young Fly used to roast when he went to our school. So they pulled me to the office and Mr. Hargrove, we want to talk to you about something. So I sit down and so they showed me all the paperwork. They showed me all the awards. I'm like, yeah, that's regular. Like, yeah, let's get it. They're like, but, I'm like, what's but? We want to give some of these categories to your peers. I was confused. I said, oh, did they beat me? And they looking at each other like, nah. I said, so what do you mean you want to give it to them? They didn't get it. But yeah, but so you got to think about how your peers are going to see you. I said, no, I don't. Why you say I got to think about that? You said, I'm really trying to figure it out. Hold on, wait, let me look at this. All this is me, right? This everything damn near. I'm not lying. God definitely cleaned up this year because I had a point to prove, right? So I'm like, this is me. All this is me. Best this, best that, top this, top that, valedictorian, blah-da-blah-da-da, woo-da-woo-da-wah. What are we doing? But you're not thinking about how your peers are going to see you. We want to give it to them, and we also want to keep people encouraged, you know what I'm saying, so that they don't feel like they shouldn't compete or they shouldn't show up because you just win everything. I was like, okay, so do one of two things. You either scratch the award program or allow me to be the example that they look up to know that they can still get it. But they didn't do that. So they cut I had maybe like 17, 18 awards then. But they cut that down to like 8 awards. Right? To merge all these other people. And I'm looking at these people walk the stage with my shit. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, best this, AP this, and winner of this, and top theater performance. I'm like, what the hell? Because I definitely had the top theater performance. You know what I'm saying? I was Mandela. You have to understand. I'm not a regular, like when I get into acting, I'm in it. So they already had me logged as top theater performance, top this, top whatever, best songwriter. Well, I'm like, and then they had to give them away. And some of the teachers didn't agree. They were like, listen, that's just how it is sometimes. I'm like, this ain't right. So I stopped showing up. I stopped giving a fuck. So fast forward to 11th grade. I had a girlfriend who I used to always, she had PE. You know what I'm saying? PE, you go to gym, all of that. So I would always go to her PE when I had physics and some other shit. And I'd chill with her. And they'd be in the gym, everybody playing basketball. I'd kick it with her. So I remember my teacher, her name was Miss Jordan. She had like a squeaky sitcom lady voice. Miss Jordan was a black lady who she walked up to me and one day in the hallway. She was like, now when are you going to come to class? I'm like, I don't like physics because it's boring. I learned all that stuff. I literally told this to y'all think I'm lying. It's so funny. All this stuff is recorded somewhere, right? I said, I don't like physics. It's boring. I learned all that. We keep going over the same stuff. I understand the formulas and the application. I don't want to keep coming, so I'd rather go to and spend time with my girlfriend. And I didn't lie. So I wasn't saying, oh, I got this stuff going on at home. No, I want to go hang with my girlfriend because it's more entertaining. It's more exciting than what you're teaching in physics. So she was like, but you're failing the class, right? So eventually she came out with this project. The project was we had to teach her. She's a physicist. We had to teach her something that she didn't know about physics. So I thought, oh, that's probably be easy, right? So another teacher, Miss Joseph, warned me. She was like, yo, Miss Jordan's going to fail you. You need to at least do this project, right? So I came to class. I asked what the project was about. I did the project, right? And you had to present it. So I did. Everybody else was doing shit that she already knew. And she's sitting there trying to be encouraging and shit. I already know that stupid shit. Didn't nobody even go quantum physics. So I know you know all that. Easy shit they was doing about, joules and work and how they apply it and da-da-da-da. I'm like, that's regular shit. You ain't teaching her nothing. So I actually listened to the prompt. So when it was time for me to explain, I presented proof of Einstein's time dilation theory, all right, via the exploration of dream state. So, yeah. I proved Einstein time dilation theory using the dream state, references of the dream state, and how we undergo certain experiences while dreaming with time that we don't experience while we're not dreaming. So I compared the different states of the brainwave activity, all of that, show how, you're able to fly in your dreams, so gravity must not be that strong there. I passed. I only went to that class maybe like 5 times. But I passed because of that project, and she passed me on. Because if not, she wouldn't have been able to even justify it. But she put such a curve on it that I ended up checking out of that class with a 70. But I didn't care. I could have aced that class, but I ain't care no more because I realized they had that shit rigged. Point being, if these people got a problem with Faise One, and Young Pharaoh's such this university professor with his online shit he got going on, and everybody's so smart and intelligent and woke, why they running? Why they running? Don't everybody answer at once. Why they running then? Where they at? They realized how stupid they are. Rashad Jamal realized he was stupid when he came to me. He thought I was young Pharaoh. He started talking to me. He didn't know. Like he everything he said was lies. One of the main things he fucked up on was he said, and tell him to do a 4-hour lecture. Da 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 da. He ain't never did that. What? Because you ain't really divine insight. If you were really divine insight, you would have known that I've done over 4 hours on multiple occasions. You can't even count them all. That's just since I was younger. Not counting Clubhouse. You also have to look into the Faise One Live archive. When I sit there and do this, and I'm teaching, I'm answering questions. We going subject. All that. He don't do nothing but talk about people. That's a lie. I done taught everything from masonry. What about the young elder classes? Who was there for the young elder bout? Come on now. I taught Rosicrucianism. Ain't none of them even qualified. They're not Rosicrucians. I taught masonry. None of them are qualified. You're not masons. I taught alchemy. None of them are qualified. You're not alchemists. You're not chemists. So how you gonna be an alchemist? You see? So you go look at all them Phase 1 young elder classes. You see why they be like, he an agent. Because you know you can't. When he get to going, and he'll go. When he get to going, you know you can't. And everything that you put up here is supposed to be knowledge and truth and all of that. That's supposed to be facts and all of that is really belief. He gonna tear it down. And gonna leave you and everybody around you dumbfounded. Well, I tell you dumbfounded mean. When we found you, you was dumb. You want to elevate yourself? You want to climb up that intellect ladder? All right, well, then you have to admit your state currently. And they don't want to do that because of the ego. Everybody's so smart, though. How you smart, young Pharaoh? How you wise and intelligent and you ain't research neuromelon before you run your mouth? And everything you doing, everything you saying, you just repeating what you remember from Malachi York. But you didn't retain it. You didn't study it. You're Pharaoh Akhenaten, but you don't speak the ancient Egyptian language? You put a slab of hieroglyphs in front of young Pharaoh, he ain't gonna know what he's looking at. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, hey, look, if they got something to say, they can prove it. You show them the language, the ancient Egyptian language that they using their words from to get their name, and they don't have it. So why you calling yourself Pharaoh Akhenaten? You're copying Malachi York. Why is Rashad Jamal posing like a pharaoh? You're copying Malachi York. You're a copy. You're a copy. Malachi York came under the name Amanubi Ru'akata before my mama was born. Amanubi Ru'akata gave us multiple languages or dialects of the ancient Nuwapic language and showed how it all ties back in to the original language. Proved it. Proved it from its branches: Aramaic, Syriac, Arabic, Ivrit, Phoenician language, Greek language. Showed us all of it. When I was young, I had that. Those were my teachings. So when you come out here and say he made up a language, or when Rashad Jamal uninformed that somehow some Nuwapian is just something that Dr. York made up for the people that he didn't make it up. You don't know what you're saying, but your divine insight. Nuwabian is not a made-up word. Nuwabian. First of all, Nuwu or Nuwa, because you say Nuwa, you don't know what you're talking about. It's actually Nuwu, Nuwupu. Well, that's a sacred. Even he explains that. You go listen to Nuwapians or Nuwubians still under the spell. Okay? He explained it, the final message to Nuwupians, or Nuwabians, as they say out here. And what did he say? He said, it's really Wu Nuwupu. Why? Let's look at the sounds. Nuwu, bu, Nuwubian, Nuwubian, Nubian. Nubian is pointed to where? Nubia. And Nubia is what? Tied to Sudan. Sudan is saying what? The land of the black land, the original. That's Chem. Chem is what you're saying as black. That's your translational word comparison, which really be a shade. Like when you look into the bottom right corner, not necessarily black, it's just the absence of light. People say it's the same thing. Study shade, study augmentation of color, and you'll realize that what you're trying to say is a color is a shade. It's not a color. You see what I'm explaining to you? If I pick this up, then that absence disappears, and now you're seeing, oh, there's a reflection there. So that's not really a color. That's just the absence of light. Okay? And then the white light prism splitting allows you to observe the Roy G. Biv visible light spectrum of your red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Okay? And you can't observe ultraviolet. All of this is the electromagnetic spectrum degree. You see, it's not hard to learn. You just got to just look into it, study it. All right. So Sudan is where Malachi says he's from. So he is, by definition of that, a Nubian or Nubian. Okay? So then all y'all out here calling yourselves Nubians and don't know that Nubian and Nubian are the same words and they have the same roots. They have the same 3-part roots. All right? When you say Nubu, all right, N-W-B, Nerwebe, you're saying gold or someone who is gold or of the gold, which is this Aten, solar Aten. Okay, which is the sun, a gold being. All right. If I say I'm Sudanese, I'm saying I'm from the black land. So all of this is saying what you're talking about with Egypt. And the only thing separating Egypt is a falsified border from Sudan. You see, you'll say those are 2 different worlds. You'll say those are 2 different lands. But when you're looking down as a god without their map drawn from the bird's eye view or Horus's eye view, you see one land, one nation, one family. You see what I'm saying? One group of people. Okay? But then they compartmentalize it so you say Sudan. They compartmentalize it so you say Egypt. They compartmentalize it so you say Ethiopia. You see? But they're all a part of that place, geographically speaking. And they would have all been melanin dominant people according to who those people would have been at that time period. So Nubian, a Nubian or a Nubian, that's all saying the same thing. So when he said he made it up for his people, he ain't no Nubian. That's you saying you're not a Nubian. You don't know what you're saying. And then there are so many layers to Nuwubu that if you think Nubian and Nubian is saying the same thing and that's it, then you still are lost. There's so many different layers to it. I just showed you linguistically. Go find it. Go look up NWB on Google and you will see that it means gold. The gold people, the people of the sun. Okay? Also, the land of gold, Nubia. Land of gold. Why? Where? Genesis. Where you say God looked and saw that the gold was good in the land. The land of gold, Nubia, the original place. The Eden, if you want to call it that. Edunu, earth, Eretz, the original Eretz, land or country. All right? Like saying Punt, the land of Punt. All right? Which is the land of gold also. Different places where they say black and gold. Okay? It's good for agriculture, chem, the dark, fertile soil, which is all over the planet, ain't just one place. But anywhere they went, where they said this soil is good for agriculture, all right, they said chem. And a lot of times that was closest to what? Bodies of water, okay, like the river, like Nile. That's why people say, oh, it's the Mississippi River. You're not paying attention. More than one place can be chem, chemit, all right, chem. Why or how? Because chem was saying a place that was shaded or dark, which is the soil. Dark soil, fertile soil. You with what I'm explaining to you? So when Rashad Jamal said Malachi made that up, that's a lie. When Rashad Jamal said Malachi made it up, you have to also explain how do you know what he talking about if you told Arcades can see what I tell y'all he told him. You go look into this. He did the interview on a jail call. He said he never read a Dr. York book, never heard a Dr. York lecture. So then how are you able to tell people they're not advanced enough to hear what Malachi York was talking about then? If you don't know what he's talking about. That's not responsible. That means you just saying shit. But that's not foreign to you. Right? So then they say, Faise, why don't you get on these, Caucasians? Why don't you get on these people out here? All right, show me which Caucasian is in our way. Show me which Caucasian is aligning themselves with some incarnate from outside of the planet Earth that's supposed to help my people. Show me. Show me, and then we'll get on them. Other than that, the ones that y'all got out here in the conscious community, the spiritual community, they look like y'all. They're black devils, as you call them. They look just like y'all. They speak like you. They say the words that you find appeasing. If I was out here, if I was an astrologer, everybody would love me out here in the conscious community. They would all love me. Spiritual community would uplift me. If I spoke about stars and what they mean to us, you know what I'm saying? Then everybody would be lit about Faise One. If I was somebody talking about, oh, the Pleiadians and the Arcturians and the Stargate that's supposed to be behind the rainbow, if I was out there pushing that and that's what I ran with and that we're just the sun people and that was it, everybody would love me. But because I'm challenging that these people don't know what they're saying and they just run in their mouth, now it becomes he's an agent because you can't do nothing about it. Do something about it. I offered them to do it. Rashad Jamal could do them same jail calls, the same way he was bashing my name and saying all that other stuff, and the same way he was putting up on his story, he could have responded. He had the opportunity to clear it up, but he wasted time. You see, he said, I ain't never do a 4-hour lecture. That's a lie. First of all, I don't even do lectures. My thing is I teach. Even now, I'm teaching. I was brought up to be a teacher. You want to lecture, go to Farrakhan. You want to lecture, go to Nuri Muhammad. You want to lecture, go to Reza Islam. I'm not a lecturer. I'm a teacher. Okay? My thing is to give you things you can go and research, even with life experience. You know what I'm saying? Not just to throw a bunch of stuff at you, whether it's you feel this way or that feel, I feel that way or however. No. Let's deal with the teachings. So when he said he never did a 4-hour teaching, he lied to y'all. Go look. Now I'm telling you, go look. Faise One Live Archive. I got plenty of those on things that he's not qualified to speak on. He don't know nothing about it. So he throw a bunch of conspiracy at y'all because he don't know nothing. That's it. Simple like that. All right. He never did a 4-hour teaching. That's a lie. I did longer than that. 13 hours on Clubhouse at one point in time because I would just be waking up, get on Clubhouse, teach. teach. Go to rest, get up, teach. And a lot of those are recorded. You see? But before the recording time where they gave you the ability to do the replays, it was Phase 1 on Clubhouse. Let's talk about Clubhouse. How none of y'all could do nothing with them. You couldn't do nothing with Phase 1 on Clubhouse. Y'all want to act like that didn't happen. Why? Because a lot of y'all have kept the Instagram thing booming and the TikTok thing booming because it helps your illusion. All the pictures and all of that. So y'all loved that when it came to Clubhouse, when you just had to be able to use your voice and speak and deliberate and delineate. You niggas couldn't do that. They were running. You see, that was the first time I addressed the carbon dilemma, the carbon craze. I addressed it to King Los, another rapper who's supposed to be in the country community, and some dude named Bishop Holler and some other niggas is on it. All of them didn't know. All of them didn't know. No disrespect to King Los, I'm just telling you the truth. He didn't know. I was like, yo, give me one person on the planet don't got carbon. They were like, white people. I said, that's wrong. And we all looked it up, and everybody was what? Dumbfounded. Because you've been running with Bobby Hemmitt's teachings, and he's been wrong. He's wrong. If you're going to tell me he's right, why is he using their words? Exactly. You're using carbon. That's they shit. You use your neuromelanin. That's they shit. You talk about melanin, don't even know what it is. You see why I ask certain people questions and they don't know. Talk to me about the receptors. Talk to me about it. The melanocortin 1 receptor. Let's talk about it. They don't want to speak. So you don't know nothing about that? All right. Then some people say, oh, it can ascend. And the dude that came out and said he was going to debunk me started talking about the gene advancing and mutating in an advancement. I said, what's an advancement beyond melanin-dominant genes? And he ran around circles just to come back and say, well, you're right. Yeah, but you came on here to debunk me. But you weren't familiar with what pheomelanin actually is and how it does regress. And I talk about R151C receptor. What happens then? You say R151C, go look it up. The pheomelanin, go look it up. Go fact check me. Don't just believe what I'm saying. That's what the Caucasoids have, but it's still melanin. You see? So when that MC1R, mutates, they call that the pheomelanin. So first of all, the receptor is important in the production. How do you not know that? But then y'all talking about melanin. Then you don't know that there are many different types of melanin. So you say neuromelanin, and you forget that has absolutely nothing to do with the outer shell. That's talking about in the brain. Eumelanin would have been on point if you would have said, we the only people that have eumelanin. You could have been on point closer to it, but you would have still been wrong because even those ones who you call Caucasians have eumelanin. They just have lesser volumes of it. So you still don't know what you're saying. So everybody has melanin. Animals have melanin. The trees have melanin. You see what I'm saying? Carbon It's in everything. And melanin is not a carbon compound alone. There are other elements within melanin. I mean, come on now. Come on now. You see? Then they say, white people can't take the sun, so they need melanin. That don't make sense. Melanin, first of all, you're going to say we have melanin, but then you're going to say we don't have melanin, we have neuromelanin. And people was like, that makes sense. Somebody put I see this AI overview. You put the AI overview in, it froze my shit. I can't even scroll. You see? All right, I see it now. The R151C variant is a specific genetic variant of the MC1R gene, melanocortin 1 receptor, which plays a major role in controlling skin and hair pigmentation. Okay, thank you for that. As a matter of fact, we need that more often. You know what I mean? People think I just be running my mouth. We need that. He just went and got the same as that thing damn near. I think that's probably why people think I be reading off AI, because I know what I'm saying. They like, man, you gotta be reading AI. I'm not reading AI. AI knows what I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I know everything. I'm just saying when it comes to that, you don't know what you're talking about. So they say we don't have melanin. All right, what do we have? Neuromelanin. I'm the only one raising my hand in the class. Say, do you realize that the word melanin is on that? You put that right there. You said we don't have it, but you put it there. Why you put it there? No, it's melanin in our brain. That's melanin. You know what I'm saying? But even still, they don't even say melanin in our brain because they wrong. They say that's our skin. That's eumelanin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's wrong. It don't even take that long to research this shit. But y'all out here talking about it and teaching it. And people believe in y'all. And then when they hear me, they say, you causing division. No, bro, I came up in a community where you check that shit. Somebody want to say they bring us some information and it's supposed to be real. Check them. Don't let them just say that shit. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you got people listening, the children listening. You got people who was 13 years old getting on my live, repeating what this nigga Rashad said, our bones is made out of metal. What? Yeah, our bones is made out of metal. But what happened is you drank cow milk growing up, so it didn't turn it into metal. You know what I'm saying? It turned into something else. It turned into what it is now. I didn't drink cow milk. And I've seen my bone. You ain't never cut yourself down to the bone? It was white. I don't understand what you're talking about. And how is metal cracking? How is this? How is that happening? How did I lose teeth as a child? Again, I didn't grow up on cow milk. So what are you talking about? We weren't allowed to drink cow milk. We weren't allowed to eat Jell-O. We weren't allowed to eat marshmallows. We didn't eat nothing with pork products. We didn't eat or drink from the cow. So I don't understand. What do you mean? I have regular bones. And my teeth fell out when I was a child. And they grew back in. They didn't grow in as metal. The closest thing I had to metal in my mouth was when I had a filling. So what are you talking about? It was the milk. No, it wasn't. It was the pork. I didn't eat that. What did you eat? I ate healthy. I ate vegetables. Sometimes chicken. But I didn't like chicken because I found out that human beings killed their chicken to eat it. They were actually eating the real animal, the real bird. I didn't like that, so I stopped eating chicken for a long time. So in the time in which I was losing my teeth and growing them back in, you're going to tell me that my shit was supposed to come back metal without having to consume. Why do y'all listen to these idiots? You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't be idiots if they weren't so arrogantly wrong. Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, YP Marshall, arrogantly wrong. Came out to attack Dr. Malachi York, made videos slandering him. Nobody stood up for Dr. Malachi York. I'm not even slandering Pharaoh. I'm showing you he's stupid, and y'all telling me that I'm slandering him, and y'all trying to take up for him. Y'all let him disrespect Dr. Malachi York, who passed everybody in this whole game. He beat the whole game. Nobody stood up. Nobody stood up against Bobby Hemmett. Say, yo, man, why you gonna wait till Dr. York get locked up to tear him down? And you lying about him. They say I'm tearing Rashad Jamal down and everything I'm saying is true. I'm not even attacking him. You see? What's the attack on Rashad Jamal other than me saying, yeah, he's an idiot? I can say that. All right? Let's deal with the truth. Let's deal with what he brought. The knowledge that he gave you, false. Incorrect. And they tried everything. They tried to call Faise One false one. I said, you're right. I'm not the real one. The real one is Dr. Malachi York. You got anything else? You don't know. I'm just passing through your little thing. All right. So if I'm false one, you're right. Next. I never claimed to be the real one. The real one is Malachi York. I ain't the real one. The real master teacher is Dr. Malachi York. You got it right. You're doing great. Other than that, you're not smart enough to know that your words can't work. So let me help you. If I'm false, prove it. If that's what it is, prove it. Why you can't prove it? Why you can't show it? Why y'all get on here and you lockjaw? Why y'all get on here and you fall short? Nothing you say can work. You have to be able to show action. And the action you don't have. And so it still points to Dr. Malachi York, no matter how you want to flip it. Never said I was him. Never claimed to be him. Y'all did. And y'all mad at me because I exposed that you're not him. Y'all mad because I put so many people on to Dr. Malachi York. Y'all hate to see 1440 Ty go viral. And he pushing Malachi York. Not even that. Y'all hate that when people say, how you find out about Malachi York? He say, Faise One taught me. I learned from Faise One. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hate Faise One, but he the one put me on. You know what I'm saying? And they hate that. Because now you got to look right back at the person you tried to ignore. And then you got to look at the person who you tried to ignore. Bringing the person that you were trying to ignore before the person you were trying to ignore. You see what I'm saying? You tried to ignore Faise because you was trying to ignore Malachi and Faise wouldn't let you ignore Malachi. Tell the truth. That's all y'all got to do. I'm going to leave y'all bitches alone. You tried to ignore him. I said, oh, I see what you're trying to do. And I jumped out and I showed y'all how his student will grill the shit out of each and every one of you. And I'm just the student. Just the student. That's it. I never said I was him. I keep trying to tell people that. I don't know why they keep trying to make it seem like I said that. This sound familiar, don't it? I never claimed to be him. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm him, but I'm not him as in Dr. Malachi York. You know what I'm saying? Never claimed to be him. You with me? And I showed them they can't fuck with the student. Billy Carson, you couldn't handle Wes Huff. You see what I'm saying? You want some mud? Don't tell your mama now. You want some mud? You couldn't, listen, you couldn't handle Wes Huff. You see what I'm saying? 19 Keys, you don't know nothing. You're not intelligent. So all that's games. You're a salesman, what we call a snake oil salesman, right? So you're a snake. You got oil that make people think that they're anointed. And you're selling them, and they buy. Other than that, you ain't going nowhere. You know that. You know that. You know that. You should have never disrespected Dr. Malachi York. I'm going to be on you till you leave this planet. You should have never disrespected him. Saying we don't need master teachers. Because I was saying, don't forget about the master teacher. Then you say we need master builders. And then all y'all, then you gonna call him Z York. List him in the middle of some off-brand ass group. You gonna say Z York. Who the fuck is Z York? All right. You don't know shit, 19 Keys. You a bot. You an agent. Now prove me wrong. You're sent to distract people, to make them think progress is happening. Prove me wrong. You walk around with the moon on your head. Prove me wrong. You up under Islam. Nation of Islam. Y'all are not the highest degree. You know that. You know Nuwapu is the highest degree. Prove me wrong. Simple. Prove me wrong. Because Nuwapu go beyond, oh, it's just information. No, it ain't. How many people been around me? Come on, y'all. Let's do the bear witness thing. How many people been around me in person? Let's talk about it, because a lot of people ain't been around me in person. How many people have been in the presence of Omari, right? Because this is one of the things I was telling people to do. Make sure you look at the real life as opposed to what people is calling doctrine and all of that. You can look at that too. But make sure you're paying attention to the real life, because a lot of people don't apply doctrine in real life. They don't live it. All right. For all the people that have been around me, let's talk about it. You don't have to go into detail. You can speak umbrella terms. What are some of the things that you've seen me do that average human being wouldn't be able to do and they couldn't explain? All you gotta do is do that. Just do that for me. What are some things you seen me do that when you saw it happen, whether I said something, this happened, whatever it was, and you witnessed it, and you like, I don't know how this nigga could have done that. I don't want to give y'all things to say. I want to give y'all time to say it, and then I'll address it. I don't want people to think I'm, you know what I mean, tipping people off or queuing y'all in. What's some of the things you've seen me do or been around to witness? Lead brothers without speaking. Yeah. Yeah. That's a little different, though. I'm not really talking about in that field. I mean, that was something we talked about beforehand. How they all lied? How did all the Christian preachers lie? Come on, dog. That ain't hard. This nigga sent energy with his mind or some shit like that. I can't really explain it. Who this here? Who this here? Smoke Plush. What's your name? So I can know whether or not you just saying something. Perform an illusion in an illusion. Yeah, I did that. That just took planning, though. That's not what I'm saying. That was planning, execution, and some help from my friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really what I'm talking about. Oh, Tafari. What the hell? How'd you on smoke? Who the fuck is Smoke plus Waterloo, nigga? All right. Okay. Yeah. Nah, I do that. I can get in your mind. I can do all that. So if you saying I send energy with my mind or something like that, okay, I understand what you're trying to say. What's some other stuff, though? Answer my question that I asked in my head before I ask it out loud. I do that. A lot of people get irritated about that. I had to learn how to slow that down, by the way, because then you'll be done talked ahead of a conversation. Sometimes I talk ahead of a conversation and people think I'm not listening to them because they're still trying to develop their thoughts that I already hear. You see, I hear them in full. I watched you point at the sky and everyone went ooh, because they seen something as soon as you pointed. I didn't see what they saw. I witnessed the reactions around me. All right, I know what you're talking about. So what I did was I pointed and I said, because then you'll have it be where you can point. I said, you have situations where you can point and a craft will appear. And when I pointed, one of the light ships beamed down and it wasn't no shooting star. It moved. I don't know who would have saw it, though. Maybe Tafari saw it. It might have been Tafari, right? Somebody saw it, though, so I don't want people to think of it. I love to play the witness game because, you know what I mean? That show people, oh, this nigga's telling the truth. Now, I mean, you got to believe it. It just show you that there's a higher possibility that he ain't making it up, okay? But I pointed and one of the crafts zoomed down, okay? And it actually slowed up as it approached the behind the trees area, right? And then it disappeared and a light flashed, a blink, like a star blinked off it was E9. E9 saw it? Yeah. Tafari. That's Tafari who saw it. Exactly. Okay. So, yeah, I did. I pointed and a craft popped up, flew downward from diagonally left to diagonally right and disappeared, okay, before it got to behind some trees. And it was big. It ain't no little star. It was big. And after that, to the right where it would have been a star, that's all I can say, something flashed like a blink, but it was a twinkle, but it was one flash, big flash, right? So, yeah, people saw that. No, it wasn't green. It was like turquoise. Yeah, it was close. Exactly. That's true. I mean, they tell you all the truth. And people like, yo. I'm like, yep. I say, you see what I'm saying? What about the games? Let's talk about it. People show up and they think it's going to just be a show. And then something else happens. Something else is revealed. Let me tell you this. We were down in the basement, right? It's 3 levels to my home. So we were down in the basement and I was with some of the brothers, right? And maybe like 9 of us in a circle, sitting at different times. And I'm not going to tell y'all the different things I was training them on, because some stuff you just got to be close to hear, and it's very important that it's programmed a certain way. So I'm not going to put all that out. People say what they want to say. They call it gatekeeping. I don't care. I'm wiser than what you think. So I was training them on certain things of how to queue up visitation, right? All right, so they were doing that. After a while, maybe about like 10, 15 minutes in, the brothers started like, whoa, right? And they said, yo, man, I just seen somebody. I'm not lying to y'all. We in the dark, but we're not in the dark. So you can see the moonlight coming in, the porch light coming in. Yo, man, I just seen somebody standing there, bro. Da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. And I said, what were they wearing? They were wearing all white. It was a man. And look, it was different people at different times tripping out like, bro, who was that? Whoa, hold on. To deal with the unseen, okay, which is the school I'm teaching them, a degree I possess, right? And I'm learning more about it myself. Okay, so that was that. And then you had, when I put them in the circle and I was telling them, listen, this is what you're going to do. You're going to count down from 9 seconds, right? You don't find this in no book. I didn't read this in no book. This is something I knew to do. I don't know how. I just knew. So I put them in a circle. I said, yo, all right, here's what you're going to do. Close your eyes. You're going to count down from 9. All right? I said, and when you're going to keep your eyes closed. I said, that's the only way this works. Integrity, integrity, integrity. Keep your eyes closed. And when you feel me walk up behind you, say the word gold. They did that. They counted down from 9. And then what happened? Y'all say what happened? What happened? What happened when y'all counted down from 9? Okay, and while they typing it out, I'm going to line up with it. So they close their eyes. They start counting down from 9. And it was dark now. It's dark outside. Okay? And they, you know what I mean? They kept their eyes closed and it was quiet. And then you hear people say, go. Then somebody else say, go, go. And then 2 people on 2 different sides of the circle was like, go. Go, go, go. That's all you, man. Fuck that shit. Go. Somebody literally said that. Somebody named Flo was like, man, fuck that shit. Go. Because you weren't going to tell him he ain't feel it. And then I was sitting on the porch watching the whole thing. I wasn't walking up on them. I was sitting on the porch. And I said, all right, open your eyes. They open their eyes. They're like, man, hell no. like, bro, what? Like, exactly. So if I was sitting over here, who did you feel walking up on you? All right, close your eyes, let's do it again. And then I walk straight through them. And they do it, they count down from 9, and I'm standing in the middle of the circle. Same rules. When you feel me walk up behind, you say the word go. Same rules. I'm sitting in the middle of the circle. And what happened? It got quiet. And what they started saying, go, 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 go. And then after that, I said, all right, everybody open their eyes. And they saw me standing in the middle of the circle. They're like, bro, what? They're like, bro, you've been moving around. Some niggas ain't believe it, which they not supposed to. Some niggas ain't understand it, right? So I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I start taking a witness among them outside of the circle. You see what I'm saying? So every time I did it, now I got a witness with me. And I let them see that I wasn't walking up on them. And then I switched it up. And I actually started walking up on them. And some people were able to detect it. Some people weren't able to detect it, right? And then when we played the game with the bigger group of people during the day, I started, letting people survive to the last point. Meaning like not survive, but like, end up at the last point. Meaning if I walked up behind you and you didn't say go, you're out. Okay? If I walk up behind you and you say go, you stayed in. Okay? So that made it different. And the people who was out, I was having them clap. Right? So, to cause more of a distraction while I would move around. And also cause people to have to figure out how they can focus beyond the clapping. The noise of the outside world. You understand the same? All right. It was my brother, my biological brother. Every time I walked up on him, he ain't turned, he ain't do nothing. Except like 1 or 2 times. But most of them times that I walked up on him, he was like, go. And I would look at everybody that was looking. They like, yo. I'm like, exactly. And there's a sister. And the sister, every time I walked up on her, the sister Sunday who be doing the music with 1440 Ty, right? The sister Sunday, when I walked up on her, before I even get near her, she wouldn't just like say gold. She would turn. Like, I mean, she had her eyes closed. Everybody got their eyes closed. But she would turn as if she could feel, which she could, me walking up on her. You see what I'm saying? And then I'd get close. And I remember one time she was like, she started laughing. Like, she's like, are you near? She's like, no, she said, are you close? She's like, gold. And she got it right. You see? But she could feel it when I walked into what they call in a toroidal field, the human atmosphere. So some of y'all have it like that. Some of y'all are going to work on, or have to work on that. How do you work on that? You got to release more. You know what I'm saying? Stop being attached to so many things in this visible plane. Other than that, sometimes the connection that you have with the person or the connection that you have with the person will help you be able to detect their energy when you know who and what they are. And I can vouch for the fact that sister, she know who I am. When I came out of the 3 days isolation, she called it. She was like, you look different, right? She was trying to focus while I'm talking to her, and I could see her just like trying to figure out what she was seeing. She was like, I'm sorry. She said, you just look different. I said, I am different. I said, and this was only 3 days. So I'm going back in on the 18th to do 9 days to complete and finish this book that I told y'all I'm working on. The book, 9 Degrees of Isolation. All right? Reason why I'm saying this is because everything they trying to say, oh, phase one this, phase one that, why I'm still popping off. Why I ain't stopped. If I was supposed to be some agent on some hype train, then why am I still going? Why I'm still moving, and why you find my track record and see I've been doing this. It ain't never stopped. You can't just call agent. You can't just scream this, that, and the third. Now you got to be able to prove it, and I'm giving you the opportunity to prove it. Like it's a win-win. If I'm ducking, why am I live saying join my live and prove that I don't know what I'm saying or that I'm an agent? All that, you can't just say that. You thought I wasn't going to show up? Oh, he an agent. Which agency? How you know? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They get to pulling all them stops about them divine insight and they got it from the ethers. All of that's fake. It's fabricated. You see? So all y'all, some of y'all probably was taught, oh, don't believe this phase one. Even niggas just in the tribe. Talking about, stay away from all that phase one stuff. Nigga, you stay away from it. Safest thing for you to do. You stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't built like that, you ain't gonna be able to survive over here no way. But this is what the people want to know at this point in time. If phase one an agent, why won't we just prove them wrong? This is what Malachi said when they was giving him, problems and issues, the Sunnis, the rest of them, right? He said, all them trying to attempt to take his life and all of that, he said, none of them stopped to ask the ones who put the hits out on him, why don't we just prove him wrong? Right. Why don't we just prove him wrong? Prove phase one wrong. He said, you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to carbon. Why y'all ain't produced nothing? Since then, ain't nobody talking about carbon no more. I wonder why. Y'all gonna act like all of y'all eyes ain't on me? Yes, they are. All the conscious community. I can't go nowhere where the conscious community is and they don't know who I am. So they better stop. They better stop playing games. It's okay. Sometimes you can have something wrong. It's a lot of times with this. But it's fine. You can grow from that. So then y'all need to be asking, all right, here come phase one with another challenge. Who gonna step to him? Who gonna step to phase one? He done came out with another challenge. Somebody correct him. Somebody, here go agent phase one, doing what he does, causing division. Let somebody get in here and stop this. Where y'all at? Where they at? They run. They run. They don't want it. You got some that try to get close to me to befriend me, to see if I'm stupid, realize I'm a smart rapper too. You got some that, listen, but don't nobody really want to get in that water with them because you know it ain't fake. It's real. And everything he gonna do is coming from realness. You can oust him. Oh, I don't want to work with no Mason. That was smart rapper talking about. He don't want to work with no Mason and all that stuff. All right, well, you're going to work with people that are Masons. They just not going to tell you they Masons. Did you think about that? You know what I mean? You don't want to work with Caucasoids and you want to help get your event and your book and your building put up. You're going to have to pay taxes to Caucasians. Did you know that? You're going to have to let the white man know what you're doing, or he ain't going to let you do it. So if you want to do it, why are you doing it through the white man at all? Remember that live? I mean, it was different, right? And then how you explain that? Say, damn, this nigga, yeah, he's genuine. He's real. He don't do all that play stuff, the umbrella life. You see, we live in the branches, the roots, all of that. Why you don't directly target the upcoming folks in the industry that has the potential to be trapped instead of the ones who are already locked in that's trying to trap the potentials? Yo, Yade, you gotta come up here and talk to me. That's a lot. I'm about to send you an invite. J. Cole never hit. Yeah, he hit me up when I was in high school. I gotta see where you going with that. I just sent you an invite.
What's up with you, babe?
You said what?
I said, what's up with you, brother?
All right, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, bro. You doing okay?
You asked me that. I said I'm doing well.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So what were you saying?
I was just asking you, why don't you target the ones who are upcoming instead of the ones who are already locked in? What I asked you in the live.
All right. Give me an example of somebody that's up and coming that needs to be
So
targeted.
I live in St. Louis. So it's a whole lot of artists here who are talking about street violence and killing each other. But I can see in their spirits and in their souls that they still have the potential to redeem themselves, but they locked in with people, or at least are being trapped by individuals who are further along in the industry who already done made their choice to stay. You know what I mean?
Okay, give me an example of one of those people.
It's a young brother named what's his name, man? Karma Tools.
Who?
You have Karma Tools. You ever heard of him?
Spell it.
Karma Tools. Karma. Karma. Tools. TZZ.
All right. So you get the point, right? I don't even know who that is. How am I going to target him?
You can research. Just
Research
look
him?
into it. Yeah, you can
Okay. So
research him, or you can
look at
just
what I'm saying.
research.
How would I have been able to target him before knowing who he is? I don't know who that is.
No, it's not that you could. I'm not saying target him before you know who he is. I'm just saying when you look into the industry of the ones who are upcoming, then those are ones that you can find and target.
Okay. So you telling me to find some people that's upcoming and target them?
Yes,
All right. For why?
because those are potential people who you can help, and that could then create a better foundation to where it can they can stop being used as puppets to help the ones who are, you know what I mean,
What do you mean by
doing what they
target them? Target them in what way?
make them a focus so you can help them
In what way?
in a way that can better their lives and bring more health
Yeah, give me
to
an example.
themselves and
Okay.
society.
Let's say I reach up. Let's say I reach up to Karma T's or whoever that is. Let's say
Yeah.
I reach out to him.
And that's just an example. But
All
yeah,
right.
say go
So
ahead.
let's say
Go
I
ahead.
reach out to him. What would be my approach?
Well, you are phase one, so it would be your approach. I wouldn't give you an approach. I'm just saying focus on them. I
For
can't
what?
be you
That's
in
what.
it.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and wrap it up. So the reason why I'm saying for what is like again, I don't even know who that is, which means it ain't even hit my radar. Most of the time when I go at people, it's because they on my radar. Meaning it came
Right.
across me or one of the people in the community, like the little RT rapper, the little RT who was talking about all the sex, and he was like 9, right?
Right.
One of
Right.
the
Right.
mothers in the community brought that to my attention. So I went to go investigate and see what it was. And I realized that, and he was up and coming. I don't know what's that.
Right.
There are a lot of people. Look, D1. I mean, D1, he was up and coming. I don't understand.
Right.
I do go for a lot of people who are up and coming, relevant, and causing things to shift in the reality in any way, shape, form, and fashion that's negative. And I go for them, and not just because I'm going for the person. The people that are associated with or attached to that person that are looking for that person in the algorithm, when they type in their name, they'll see that person's letter, or they go to my page, they'll see somebody that they're a fan of. They say, what are you saying about my favorite? Da 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 da. And then I plant seeds in the people who are of mass. not just the person that's being called out. When I did the letter to Sexy Red, I was talking to a mass of people. You go look at the YouTube music video, or music video on YouTube, over 400 some
Yeah,
thousand views.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what's up, bro.
that's because it's a mass conversation. I'm not talking just to the person. I'm not trying to get through to just the person. Why? Because a lot of the times, if you think that that's what the goal is, you won't accomplish it because that person already made up their mind of how they gonna move. Has Sexy Red changed?
Nah, probably not, cause she's already been locked in.
It don't matter about no, she already been locked in. Everybody has to choose.
They do. They do
Okay,
have to
has
choose.
she made the decision to change?
Not that I know of. Nah.
I wasn't talking to her.
Right. Hey, and you know
Wait, I want you
everything
to
that you.
reiterate my point back to me to make sure you understand what I just said. That was heavy. You get what I mean by I say I'm not talking to her?
I know that you're not talking to her. You're talking to basically what you're saying is that you're already doing what I'm suggesting that you do.
Who
So
am I
when you
talking
said
to?
that you're talking to the mass people,
There you go.
right? So I understand now. So when I asked you to do that, then that was good. You just broke it down in a way that you felt it was necessary to explain to me that you already are doing that.
All right.
So I appreciate that, bro. I just didn't know that that's what you was doing because in most of your content, I see that you're targeting, or that you're speaking on other individuals to help individuals that's under that. But that's cool. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't even know who the other dude is. Carmen, know that. Listen, I know everybody think that they can, and I'm open to hear what people got to say. At the end of the day, you're responding to the work that I'm doing. What are you doing? He said, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? What are you doing? What are you doing to help this? When you see Faise One get the attention of the masses, are you going to support them? Or are you going to challenge them? You're going to compete with them? You know what I'm saying? When you see that it's working. Why are you telling me to go at random people? I don't know who that is. And somebody say he's relevant. I don't know who he is. You say he be with 607. I don't be with 607. I'm not under 607. That ain't nobody to look at. There ain't nobody to watch. So if you in 607 world, then yeah, you're going to see all the little millions that go around him, all the rest of them, King Yellers, rest of them. They don't have nothing to do with what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? So if you're speaking on what we're doing, which is actually bringing all of the people together at the central point of change, then that's already being done. You just want me to go at somebody I don't even know who that is? Or you want me to just target upcoming rappers? For what? These niggas ain't even got the platform. Well, I'm targeting them. You see? The only way I could target an upcoming rapper is if they have established some type of platform where it could be impactful on the minds of the masses. And even still, that shit got to come to me. It ain't something that I'm going, you know what I mean? Go pick on random people. You don't know what this is. And I'm also not just writing letters and making posts about celebrities just to go at celebrities and change their mind. I even said in this video I posted today, I'm not trying to change Rashad Jamal mind. I'm not trying to change Bobby Hemmett mind. I'm not trying to change none of these niggas' minds that you see me calling out. I don't expect these people's mind to change. When I did the letter to Kodak Black, that's a different situation. You saw letter to Kodak Black at least embrace me. He can only embrace me to a certain degree though. You see what I'm saying? Certain things he won't be able to do. But you saw me get on live with him. You know what I'm saying? You saw me talking to him. You saw him when I got on the live just in the comments. He said, Faise One, I got love for you, bro. You saw that. So Rashad Jamal told me to stop writing letters. You going to get on him and tell him to stop targeting Faise One? You going to get on the people who are pushing out stuff that are adverse the progress of the people? You going to get on them? Or you just want to get on me who's making it happen, causing the changes to occur in people's minds where they can actually do for self and stop following behind people, including me. I don't want followers following behind me. That's not who that's not who I'm talking to. That's not who I'm teaching. That's not what I'm teaching. So you're going to get on the people that's causing confusion out here, or just get on the one who's doing the work? Which I understand, because that's what I signed up for. When you sign up for actually doing the work, you put yourself in a position to be criticized. You put yourself in a position to be challenged. You put yourself in a position, and what I do, I entertain it. I say, come up here and talk to me. What do they do? And those are the ones who ain't even really pushing themselves to be a part of the positive change. They're just putting on. And you challenge them, and they duck you. They would have ducked you. You see? You say you can't see me? I'm going to fix that. Here you go. All right, what else we got? You ain't telling the truth about what they or why they pushing that out. The people you targeting are slaves. I'm trying to think of whether I got time today for this. Dreek's World, we're gonna put you in the game, bro. We're gonna put you in the game. I'm gonna put you on the field, bro. If you don't perform, yeah, going back with that bench, twin. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna try you out. Yo.
What up, bro?
All right, explain to me what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, bro.
Oh, no. Here's what we need to learn this about each other, right? Or at least learn this about me. If I'm saying explain what you're saying, I don't know what you're saying. You understand? Are we clear? That's not a trick question. It's not a trick prompt. I'm saying explain to me what you're saying to start a conversation. When you respond with, you know what I'm saying, that makes me think you're not ready to have a conversation. You want to be combative.
Oh no, I don't want to be combative, brother. No combative here, bro. I don't be combative with my brothers. I will say this though. I will explain it. The people that you're targeting, the people that have the audience, the people that have the crowd, they're slaves themselves. They're controlled by what? By the music producers or the music owners, the people that own those labels. Those labels make them push out that shit because that's the shit that they know is going to degenerate our community, and they know that violence sells as well. You think about it like this: somebody that made it out the hood, that's smart. Those rappers and all, they smart, bro. They ain't no dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like when we make it out the hood, we ain't gonna keep rapping. A person that's not a slave wouldn't keep rapping about the hood they done made it out of. They're gonna rap about something different, the things that they see every day in their life. They don't keep rapping about the bullshit, but they have to keep rapping about the bullshit because of the contracts they've signed. The people that control them, they're slaves. So even with you going at them, it's going to be very, very hard to change them or change their mind because they're slaves.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did I address whether or not I want to change their mind?
You did, but what I said when you read my thing is you're not telling the truth of why they're pushing it out.
Wait,
That's the
wait, wait, wait,
subject
wait.
matter that we're
What did
talking
I
about
say
right now.
about wanting to change their mind?
Say what?
What did I say about wanting to change their mind?
That you didn't want to change their mind. So let me ask you a question. Then. So when you're going at them so that you can get their followers to listen to you?
Yes,
Okay. So when you're doing that, you should tell their followers the truth.
I do. Well, wait, are we on public live or private live right now?
I don't know, bro. We're on it's public live, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Tell the followers the truth. I do.
Oh, okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
Cool.
What are you talking about? Or get sued. You don't have to. I don't know what these folks talking about. Nigga said like I didn't know. It was a comment. I know that. I pushed the button, bro, to have you come up. Yeah. You didn't want to have a conversation. How I didn't want to have a conversation, you remove yourself. Because somebody in the comments told you to wrap it up. You removed yourself. You didn't want to talk. You left. That's like we in the middle of having a conversation. Nigga actually get out the car and say, you don't want to talk. What the hell? Did you get out and close the door? You don't want to talk. What the fuck? We were talking. You couldn't handle that what you were saying wasn't based on facts, wasn't based on truth. You wanted to talk about me changing their minds. You have a better chance of changing their mind. What did I say about changing their mind? You say you don't want to change their mind. But still, anyway, they slaves. What? Yo, do you know where you at? Obviously not. Obviously you don't know where you at. Nigga came up there and brought up my point. I'm like, bro, what I say about that? You say you don't want. Okay. So why you bring that up? So do you say that, man, we ain't doing that. See, here we go. Why you want to get back in? Oh, comments is your safe space. I understand. You feel safe in the comments. I just brought you up. I understand. I get it now. We don't realize in communication we are to be right and exact for clarity. Exactly. Be impeccable with your words. Like you said, he's the new here, Howard. Yeah, you gotta be. Bro, the Jew don't mean nothing. You don't even know what you're saying when you say the Jew. What is that? Who? Which one? Name them. Bro, you can't bang in the comments, though. I already pulled you up. You can't pop off in the comments. Now you gotta relax. You just talking? You right. And you ain't hearing me no more. Block. Just like that, you disappeared. And now you're banished to the realm of burner accounts. Fuck out of here. I got a few minutes to talk, G. All right, that was up. What we talking about? What do you want to come up here and talk about? Mellow MMA. What do you want to talk about? How our gang stalkers stopped, move, I guess, relocate? I don't be dealing with gang stalkers. What is a gang stalker? Let me make sure I tell you the right thing. What is a gang stalker and intelligence? What is that? Pull me up, cuz. Why, cuz? What we talking about, cuz? Tell me what we gonna be on here talking about, cuz. The realm of burner accounts. I wouldn't tell no lie. He just went there. Just let me up. Nah. What the hell? I got the whole Epstein files. That's illegal. That's illegal. If you downloaded all the Epstein files, you going to jail. Because the Epstein files is child pornography. You didn't think about it, did you, before you started typing? You mean that you have child pornography in your possession. You're going to jail. If you got it in your possession, they know you got it. So it's going to be, listen, you're going to hear this. We want to talk to you about some files that are popping up on your computer. Popping up on my computer? Yes, on your computer. We want to talk about it. That ain't, you might, yeah, I think you're going to change your whole life after today, ain't you? You didn't know what the Epstein files was. You just running your mouth. Epstein files is thousands, tens of thousands, they said, of clips of children. So it's not looking good for you, family. And this is live. Yeah, he ain't even gonna talk about that no more. He ain't gonna talk about that no more. That nigga went on to be a lawyer, an attorney. He started working at the Switzerland bar. He now farms off the coast of Costa Rica. He left all that life behind. Listen, y'all don't know what you be saying. He ain't say nothing else, did he? He said, oh shit. He trying to wipe his iCloud. They got you. They got you, twin. It's over. We got him. He came on here and confessed. You're saying you possess illegal materials. All right. Y'all better be careful. What's the advice of the day? Think once. There go my advice. Think once before you do something. Why, bro, even say that? We'll never know because he dipped. He thought I was the CIA. How did you know? You told me. You just told everybody. Kanye in tune with Easy Fried. What you think? They be hating on Lil Faze. I'm not Lil Faze. I don't know what you talking about. Think once. Go with your first mind. How you gonna try to one up my shit? Appreciate that. Think once. Yeah, for sure. You asked me. What's the topic of the live? Everything. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. You don't see that big ass they all lied to you? Let me just ask you that. What we talking about? I just joined in. Let me ask you a question. You see them big ass letters up there? Do you see them? it say they all lied to you. That we talking about all that. Y'all different on Earth. It's a different type of world to be in. It's weird, kind of. Any questions? Anybody else want to make a challenge? Observation. Who was they? No context behind it. Do you see them big ass faces? You see Rashad Jamal big ass face? Do you see this nigga YP big ass face? No context behind it, when literally behind it is the context. The context is right there behind it. No, I don't know. There's no picture to it. There's no picture to it. You could be talking about anybody. Anybody? Oh, Jesus. This is real life, ain't it? It got to be. What's the topic? There go the topic right there. No, but who you talking about? There go who I'm talking about right there. But who's speaking? There go him right there. You see him doing that with his mouth? That's him speaking. You gave me the answers I needed. Appreciate you, G. I forgot what you asked. Oh, you said gang stalker. I said move. I might have said relocate, but I don't know. Who is our enemy? I don't know. Who is your enemy? What do you mean our? I don't know. Faise, that Russian old church, what's your thoughts? I don't know what church you're talking about. Can you elaborate on Santoria Yoruba? I could. Santoria? I could. What you want to know about it? Something is definitely wrong down this bitch. Yeah. Maybe we need to actually spell it out word by word. Spell out what? You mean the shit that I spelled out word by word to make the topic? What's your favorite Einstein's theory? That's a good question. I like time dilation. I also like general relativity. Unified field. Was that him though? I think it was him. They had to take some time to investigate it. The favorite of all time, I think, would be relativity. Because I'm trying to figure out why is that even still a theory? Like, why are they still calling it that? It was entertainment for me. From your knowledge, is a star able to move, stop, then flash different colors? Then when it no. Yep, people don't read. The answer was they lied to you. Okay, I got you. Who lied? Rashad Jamal lied. Young Pharaoh lied. Bobby Hemmett lied. Brother Panic lied. Nature Boy lied. 19 Keys lied. Umar Johnson lied. Billy Carson lied. Black Magic 363 lied. Do stuff. All that. What the hell? Did he say G code? What code did he just call out? They just gonna get off the live before you say that. Say 7913. What? Oh, he said G code. Okay. I was gonna say, did he say we got him? I was saying the same thing when these videos were going viral. Yeah, the Hebrew Israelites, I used to go head to head with them, toe to toe with them when I was little. Like when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, I'd be walking around 5 Points. I couldn't wait to see them niggas with the Obama devil picture. And they said Obama was the devil. I couldn't wait to see them. They said Obama was the Antichrist. Now Trump is the Antichrist. I'm like, damn. Y'all don't remember? I can't wait to see them niggas with the painting of Yahushua with the fiery eyes and the candles behind him. I couldn't wait. You know what I mean? They hated me because I was one of the ones who'd be like, let me get scripture, da 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 da. And one of the brothers would go and read it. He like, man, you don't read for him. I thought we were going scripture for scripture. You put up your own scripture. Where's your Bible? Man, damn. Y'all niggas be hating. Because I pull out, man, listen, real quick, scripture. Hit him with it. Pow, 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 pow. I remember one time they were mad at me. They were so mad at me. The niggas that was out there, it was the Israelites United in Crisis, shit like that. Them niggas was like, yo, man, I hope that we was down to 5 points. He said, I hope that little nigga get hit by a bus. You know how bad you had to lose a debate for you to wish that a bus hit the little child? He's 13, going on 14 years old. He said, I hope that little nigga get hit by a bus. Damn. They were mad. My God is a terrible God. So your God is a terrible God? This is per you, right? Yo, God is going to come down. This is what they really said. Going to come down. I serve a terrible God. My God is going to come down and stomp you on your neck. Right? He said, I can't wait for it to happen. All y'all non-believers. He's going to stomp you right on your neck. I said, well, then God can get killed by a bullet, can't he? He said, well, no, what you mean? Why you say that? I said, he said he can stomp me on my neck. He must have a foot. He must have a foot. He must have skin. He must have skin. He must have cartilage. He must have cartilage. He must have bone. He must have bone. He must have bone marrow. He must have blood. He must be flesh to be able to physically stomp me on my neck. But that means I can physically shoot his ass if he try. I hope that nigga get hit by a bus. Yeah, that's more liable to happen. That can happen. You talking about some guy coming to stump me on my neck because you lost a debate. I don't think that's how this goes. Then they were like, Bedell! No, Bedell, stop him. Bedell was like, I'm not even Bedell yet. I can't do nothing about that. I'm not even Bedell yet. I can't do nothing about that. Kali Amon Rabi talking about his son, how he lied. What he lied about, other than the fact that his name is Kali Amon Ra. All right, somebody help. Somebody help. He's Hindu. He's Egyptian. He's Ma'at. Ma'at is feminine. She's a woman. Ma'at Amun. He's hidden. Ra. The hidden light of the truth of Kali. Somebody help me. How about that? Somebody help me. Help me understand it. Anybody? Whenever y'all get time. Oh, Kali, he disrespect Pops. Somebody send me a clip with that nigga disrespecting Pops, and I will light his ass up tomorrow. You gonna think that nigga is Kali I'm on the moon by the time I'm done with it. Show me that he disrespected Malachi. Show me that he spoke out against Malachi Zior. Send me the clip, and I will full on roast the shit out of that nigga. I will pull every file that we got on him, and I will distribute it to every point of my brain. Reassemble it in the middle and spew out lightning like you never seen. Show it to me. Because I've been waiting on a son nigga. I'm waiting on a son nigga to say something. Yeah, show me the clip. I ain't going to believe you just because you said it. Send me the proof, and I will obliterate this nigga, starting with his name. And then I'm going to invite him on live, and I'm going to speak to him in the ancient Egyptian language to see if he knows it. Yeah. And then we're going to go from there. I will fry that nigga left, right, up, down. All you got to do is send me proof. Because he whispered the shit out of that. He ain't say it loud. Show me the proof. I will bomb on this nigga tomorrow. Where would I start if I wanted to learn about Dr. York? You go to his teachings on YouTube and you look into 1440 Thai. Look at his bio. I think the books are in his bio for free. I will bomb on this nigga. Y'all better stop playing. Show me proof, though. I ain't going to bomb on him for no reason. Malachi York isn't included in pedos if that's what he said. It don't matter. It don't matter. Show me that he said it. Do you have a favorite field of science? Not really. Even though I like quantum physics. I'm really into that. Nature Boy was mad. Crazy taking them guys' manhood with his belief. Yeah, I don't know about that. Jehovah loves you. How you know that? He told you that? Bet that up. Kylie said only black people have neuromelanin, so yeah, he lied too. Send me the clips. Y'all ain't nobody off limits. Everybody, anybody. Send me the clips. Send me the clips. I will. He'll be included in the dissertation of their conscious community. Just. They just con. That's all they do. Send it to me. Don't gotta just say it in here. You got proof? Send it. He don't want it. Nobody don't want it. They thought Young Pharaoh wanted it. He little compared to me. He for sure did. He got clips of him talking crazy. All y'all gotta do is show it to me. Stop talking about it. Send it to my DM. Why are you on here bashing our brothers that I'm about to pull you up here? But I gotta read what you said. That's put here helping awaken our sisters and brothers. GP after them animal or go after them animal DNA motherfuckers. Now I think you're an agent. There go to your. It's always the your. Has it ever failed? Why? It's like I figured it out. I figured y'all out. All right, I'm about to go live. I'm about to go live with you, Clardy, so you can explain to me what you said, and we can talk about it. Clardy, yeah, Clardy Johanna. It's all in the names. What's your thoughts on Yoruba tradition sacrificing animals? I don't have no thoughts on that. It's what they do. They believe it works. There's enough for everyone. Can you get by Israel? No, bro, I already tried. That nigga waited till I blocked him to get big. Then he started like, yeah, that nigga Faise One running. I invited you to come on the live multiple times. We sat here and waited over an hour for you. You never showed multiple times. So now, like, bro, we done with that. So no. Whatever he said, he got it. He got it. I ain't doing all that. Y'all think Malachi York, all that Big Daddy Kane shit, that's what y'all want to go? That's the route you taking? Just take it. You don't have to bring nobody else with you. Go that route. And then he gonna have to deal with the fact that, nigga, you know you ran. Safest thing you could do was wait till I blocked you, and then you want to pop off. So I don't want to. Don't send me nothing he said. He don't even exist. The end. Clardy, you didn't want to come up. It said you declined. So here's what we're gonna do for you, Miss Johanna. We're gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, right? I'm going to get you up out of here so you can be safe. And you can go and be where they at and help with the unification of our sisters and our brothers. Since you think I'm an agent, I just helped you. So that now you don't think that. And I gave you the opportunity to come up here and speak to me. But let me help you. When you think somebody's an agent, don't stick around. Don't be in their lives. You see? Or if they give you the opportunity to challenge them in a verbal conversation, come up and talk. Other than that, you think you're going to sit around? No, that means you're an agent. So I got rid of you. You don't want to actually talk. You don't want to have the conversation. Then you're just an agent sitting around taking in information, you know what I mean? Taking in intel, observing, watching from the shadows. You can't do that. Oh, it's some in here doing that, but they know not to speak. You didn't know not to speak. I had a debate about if Jesus is God, debating about this 3-person theory. Don't waste your time. Stop debating about Jesus is God and 3-person theory. Stop wasting your time. You don't know what you're saying. They don't know what they're saying. It's a stalemate. Yeah, exactly. This nigga goes against all odds. No way he's an agent. Exactly. What? Nobody's exempt. If y'all say some shit to me, I'm gonna debunk me. Nobody exempt. Help people with love. Though you trying to make people look stupid. That's why they scared. Then they should. All right. So you tell me they scared stupid. That what you trying to tell me? You telling me that they scared stupid? This nigga Faise One got them scared stupid. They stupid scared. That's all I hear. I help people with love because I let them talk to me and we have conversations. I invite them on the platform to speak. I don't yell at them, scream at them, none of that. Unless they done disrespected Malachi, then it don't matter. I don't give a fuck. Other than that, I let people talk. I let people disagree. I let people cuss me out. I let people do all kinds of stuff. Then we get down to the bottom of it. A lot of people leave and they say, man, I love you. So I don't know what you're talking about. They look stupid on their own. How you gonna say I make them look stupid? All you listen to is York teachings. I got a couple books. How many he got in total? So all you listen to is York teachings. What do you mean all I listen to is York teachings? No, I study. I study science. I study life. That's their plan to make them look as equal. Okay. In your view, what does the Trinity mean to you? Not wholly speaking, but energetically speaking. It doesn't have any meaning energetically to me. It's more confusion that was pushed. That's a new one. Scared, stupid. Yeah. For real, I debated 3 people on just one, and they still said I'm wrong. Stop wasting your time. They're going to say you're wrong because you're not talking facts. You're arguing and debating in belief. People are going to believe what they believe. Exactly. Well, I don't look like debating somebody's belief. Once I find out, y'all don't watch my example. Once I find out that they ready to push their belief, I'm going to question them, make sure that they understand that that's a belief. And after they've established that, that's the end. All right, anything else? Anything else you want to know? And then we move on. Doesn't that make sense? How many books does York have? I'm trying to get all of them. He has a lot of books. You go to 1440 Time. On his page, I think in his bio, he has the books. You start there. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Like y'all be like, I'm ready to read. Okay, start with the 450 and then go on from there. After you read all 450, which most of y'all are not going to do, then you move on to other books. Faise One got these cats scared stupid. They doing that to themselves. I ain't even, I'm saying. I tried to turn on Triple Darkness. He couldn't get past ignorance. He kept telling me ignore not the root word. I didn't say. Okay, so check this out. There are 2 different types of root words. Root words meaning the actual word in roots, and root word as in a spell. Roots is spells. You see? So why? Okay, after you find out they ain't with it, just let them go. This is another thing that we were taught. They don't accept it. Let them go. Let them go. Let them think they understand what triple darkness is. Let them think they understand it. And then ask them to explain it. And they're going to be like, it's dark, dark, dark. What? All right. Anybody in here think Bobby Hemmett know what triple darkness is? He got that from Malachi York. And it's in the Holy Tablets. Malachi explains it. Right? Other than that, only thing you'll have close to triple darkness is the electromagnetic spectrum having different levels or degrees of darkness before you get into light. They don't know what they're saying. It's just dark, dark, dark. You just said dark 3 times. You're just emphasizing that it's dark. I mean, but it's really dark. It's really dark when I close my eyes. I go in my room and I turn my light off. It's really dark. That's regular. That means no light. So what is triple darkness? 3 rooms in the dark? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the F? You don't know what you're saying. Which book can we daughter us to know? I just said it. The Holy Tablets. In the beginning of the Holy Tablets. And within the first chapter you read it, he'll talk about triple darkness. They call it the black hole. The black hole, first of all, they don't know what a black hole is. Everybody think the black hole is something that's sucking things in the universe. They don't know about the black hole. Ask them about the event horizon and to explain it and to delineate on what singularity is. They don't know what they're saying. They call it a black hole. All right. Too many folks with word salads and pots, words and teachings. There you go. And that's why they mad at me because I say, oh, higher consciousness and all of that and beings outside and we this and we black and carbon beings. And he need to leave all that alone and stay in his studies with healing You know what I'm saying? And also take into consideration everybody not the same, and everybody's body ain't the same. You know what I mean? So when he healing people, all these one size fits all regiments, you know what I mean? You're responsible for that. So a lot of people get taken down because they become medical practitioners out here without the requirements in the field, claiming themselves as doctors and healers, so they can come after you for that. You know what I mean? I think, again, still, I think he's very knowledgeable in the human body, only because when I saw clips of what he was talking about, I went and fact checked it, and he was right. So, yeah, I think he's very knowledgeable in things that he knows when it comes to the human body. I think he has absolutely nothing to do with anything else other than what we're, you know what I mean? Well, like, other than that, the things that we're doing, he has nothing to do with. You asked me about, oh, what about, tell me about the adrenal glands and da-da-da-da. Well, if you needed to hear from him, I think it's great that you still learned it. Now go fact check it. And then once you learn it, okay, well then what issue do you want me to have with him? That's why you don't see me calling Yaki out. You know what I'm saying? Making no videos. Yaki awakened, da-da-da-da. There's no reason. Because a lot of the stuff he putting out, if people listen and researched it, it can help them. Probably save some people's life. So I don't have nothing to say negative about him until it comes to him saying we don't need to drink water and all that other stuff. That's that innovative shit. The creator didn't make your neck to drink water. Like, bro, we're mostly water. I always say what's wrong with these people. Now people walking around dehydrated, damn near finna die, trying to get all the hydration from some fruits, don't even know what amounts to take in, all of that. And yeah, that's a problem. So that type of stuff I don't agree with. Still so, I don't think that he's one of the people that really need to be targeted. You know what I mean? Other than tell people, use your brain still. Because a lot of these niggas, they think that teaching biology and health and all of that is not enough. They have to be guides. You know what I'm saying? They also have to be conscious and awakened and a master teacher. And, you know, just, you know what I mean? Teach what you teach. Help people how you help people. I think it's an honorable thing. And I think people need to look into what he teaches to see if it's facts. And they find out it's facts and they apply it and it helps them and they research it themselves. And he did a good thing. He's saying you should eat your water from fruit. I know what he's saying. I just said it. Still, what the fuck? Like, bro, we didn't drink from the Nile? Like, I don't understand what's wrong, bro. Fruits do make you feel hydrated for real, though. They do make you feel hydrated. Now, you run a marathon and eat an orange. And tell me how that went. You gonna see Yaki out there with an orange stand, and you gonna see these niggas out there with some water, and you gonna run up there to myself. I'll have one orange. Please, get your stupid that. No, you ain't gonna do that. I'll take an orange. Can you help me peel it? I can't even. Can you help me peel it? I need a banana, something. That's not enough. Some grapes. This nigga dying. You know what I mean? You know that nigga Yaki be drinking. You know he be having him some water. One day, paparazzi gonna pop up on that nigga. What you drinking, Yaki? No, don't say that. I was washing my mouth. What you got there? No cameras. Move. Looks like H2O to me. It's H3O, brother. It's H3O. I got it out of those cherries, I swear. Shit. Hey, listen. I'm not saying you can't hydrate from fruits. I'm saying all that you're not supposed to drink water. No, bro. No. That's not a scientific fact. That's dangerous to tell people. You know what I'm saying? He got caught already eating the opposite of what he teach. He has said it. What do you got caught eating? Man, hell no. You gonna tell me that. Did you get my question, bro? What question? What question you talking about? I don't see it. Can you explain how each individual you have on screen live? I may have missed it already there. I just don't know, bro, because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went over that. They all lie. All don't lie about carbon. All of them lie about neuromelanin. Rashad Jamal lied about DEA. Jamal lied about DEA. Rashad Jamal lied about a lot of stuff. Tell me something they teach. I met my grandma, my great grandmama, them. Other than that, it's too much. I don't know so much. Like I've been told about my ancestry, but I can't confirm that. Not myself. He wasn't practicing what he preached. A lot of people don't practice what he preached or what they preach. He had a lot of reasons on his page. Okay. I swear, bro, on live, he said he wasn't eating healthy. He used to weigh a lot while preaching that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Rashad Jamal lied so much he make it sound like it's true. That'll do it. Dane Calloway for genealogy. How Dane Calloway gonna do your genealogy? By real did Jermaine Rashad Jamal. He's supposedly man. Ratchet Queese. Stop it, bro. Unfollow by Israel and block him for your mental health. Just do that, bro. That gematria lookalike shit is unreal. Like, there's no way people believe that shit. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Like, y'all don't know people look alike? Ain't but so many genomes. Ain't but so many arrangements of phenotypes. People look alike, bro. Damn. I was talking about you. You have a lot of reasons on your page why they lie. Yeah, I do. Y'all can be lying on Bruce Lee. Be like water. Oh, okay. He wrote a book to help with genealogy. Okay. Y'all let him write a book to help y'all with genealogy? All right. And then you're going to do it and be like, nah, I know. But you got to believe what they said. It's unreal, y'all. Unreal. Unreal. And these niggas is making the fucking outlines for people's lives, the lesson plans for how people move forward. And they believe it. That's why I say, prove me wrong. So who else got something to say? Who won't come up? He said he said he gonna die when he get out. I'm waiting to see. I take everything with discernment. What? Bias real is gonna die. They think people live out? I'm just adding context. It just gives you resources to look when you start your research. One day y'all gonna understand, bro. Yeah, one day y'all gonna understand. If you don't got no action behind all this stuff y'all saying, it ain't gonna mean nothing. You can research all day. For what though? You over the science of NATO charts. What do you mean by that? What do you mean over it or overstand? Yeah, I do, but I don't do that. I don't do that. That's all them astrologers in there. I don't do all that. And you said NATO. I thought it was NATO. You the truth. You too. If you're able to say it. What y'all think about that One Nation tape? With me and Ty, 1440 Ty. Who listened to it? Got a new EP out called One Nation. Make sure y'all go listen to it. Go get the messages. Bring me up one time. For what? These niggas be faking the funk. Y'all better stop letting them. Instagram not letting you see the comments. Sometimes it happen like that. We need the real rap back. That's a fact. Fire per user. I thank y'all. Government go crazy. Nah, yeah, that's the one. We are one family. Yep. It's on all platforms. I think so. They lied to us, Faye. Yeah, I said that. One Nation Fuego. Thank you. EP Hard. Appreciate that. Great question. Hold John Fire. Oh, John. Yeah. I ran each track 4 times a day while I got ready. That's what's up. Thank you for that. It's something to work out to for sure. That slap, you changing my life. It changing his life situation too. Yeah. Thank you. What are was it my favorite? What I just saw where that came from? My favorite song is either My Brother or We Are One Family. Okay, I see one. That's crazy. I got a beat called One Nation, made it a few months ago. Yeah, I just got back making beats. I heard a snippet on there. Is it on Apple Music? I don't know. I don't have Apple Music. Why would I scream free Rashad Jamal if he ain't screaming out free Tupac? I don't know why you would. Let's say he won. Like before he got locked up, nobody want to acknowledge Malachi York. You know what I'm saying? Then they say he said free Dr. York. I said I ain't say he didn't say it. I said he wasn't screaming it. Like how you see me screaming it. Yeah, we know what that is. We know the difference. They try to play that. I said I ain't never say he didn't say it. I said he wasn't screaming it. And when he did finally say it, he was bringing up all these other people. He couldn't just say free Dr. Malachi York. You know what I'm saying? Then he said you'll never hear from him. That's you know what I mean? You'll never hear him again. What? Yeah, you full of it. When that song Rahu Bat been a mighty long time since Tom Ray, Tall and Super give me the right way. Like when it coming, I don't know. I don't know. I might drop it on YouTube, the album. I be getting motherfuckers on the knowledge using your music. Y'all want me to put the Flow album on YouTube? I would. I could. Y'all want me to do that? I could put the Flow album on there. That's the experience, meaning like it play all the way through. Say the word. Yeah. What's the status on the community and the teaching? What community? There is no community. That's the point. You have to have a community first. You said sell it. I thought about that too. I thought about doing an album that's just like you got to get the CD. If I do that, will y'all be able to find a way to get the songs played, or maybe you got to get like a CD player? Maybe I'll do that. Get the CD player too, and sell the CD player with the CD. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to get the CD player and the CD as a bundle. Probably sell it for like 200-300, maybe 500. I thought about doing something like that. Doing an album that you can only get if you get it from me. And you can get the option, I guess. You can get the CD player with it, or just a CD. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't want to complicate this shit. I'm just sell the CD. I ain't got time for all that shit. Take it back to the old days. Sell the CD. Yep. You see the new cars that have a port on it you can plug into your phones? I think I did. You stopped teaching to beef? What are you talking about? I never taught to beef. How you teach to beef? Put them on MP3, you can sell them just like CDs. I thought about the flash drives. You mean like the MP3? Like, I don't know. I thought about the flash drive. Doing it that way. Doing a little flash drive. Okay. I know it'd be easier for people to put it up, like put it in their computers and shit. We'll figure it out. Y'all know me. I always innovate some shit. I would love to learn the ancient Egyptian language. Do you know where I can find authentic information on this? Yeah, I can. Um, I'll tell you like this. I don't know if the Nuwapi Simplified book is in 1440 Tai's, what do you call it, bio. It may be, though. You go to his bio, and you can find the books, Nuwapic Simplified and Nuwapic at a Glance. If they're in there, then you read that and research on that, and you'll be able to learn it and start speaking it. If not, next month, when we announce that we're doing a class, you come in and you get the subscription for the class. I don't teach it. Money don't go to me. That ain't the thing. The sisters teach it. The women teach it. So when we announce and say, okay, we're about to teach the secret language again, you come in and you learn the language. That's if you want to learn it in a classroom setting. You see what I'm saying? Where you got your assignments and people are talking with you and it's on Telegram. You know what I'm saying? So we do games and stuff like that. All of that. You don't have to learn it this way. Don't let nobody ever tell you, oh, he said I gotta buy it. No, we do that for the classroom setting. You see what I'm saying? If you want someone to teach you. If you don't want it that way and you don't want to pay whatever, it'd be like maybe $10, $20. I think it's 20 for the month, right? If you don't want to do that, then you just go to the link and you just research it and read up on it yourself. Nuwapic at a Glance and Nuwapic Simplified. And then when we put out the other books that he put out, meaning make sure that they're available, you'll be able to get those. Because that language updates. You see? So we're going to be learning Miss Batia also. It ain't just going to be Nuwapic. We're going to learn that too, see if that's something that he wanted us to do. Well, some of us have already learned. We're going to go back over it and study it again. And by the end of this year, everybody going to be in shape on Wu Sabat and Wu Nuwap. Everybody going to be in the center. Everybody going to be in shape on the Sabian doctrine and the Nuwapian doctrine. Everybody going to be in shape, literally, physically, mentally, all of that by the end of this year. You're going to have to be. Those of y'all who are of the elect or the elite. I think the books are on archive.org and PDF Coffee. Okay. The language updates for sure. What's the etymology behind Sabians and what was the order? Listen, only one who can really speak on that is Malachi. I've seen all kind of stuff. And a lot of things that I came to the conclusion of, I think that it's a lot deeper than what he's saying. He got to clear it all up. What I found was a lot of left stuff that he was saying was going to happen anyway when people was departing from him. And the Sabians were those who departed. That was one of the definitions in the degree of Muhammadism. So I'm like, okay. And he said, depart from me because they were workers of iniquity. In the biblical story, Jesus, Asa, said, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. So I'm thinking that those people gathered together like that because they are of the left hand. That's what I think. You see what I'm saying? And when I was reading the decision book, when he started speaking about Yasar, which you speak about the family, but it's also a word that means left hand, he started speaking about all the backward shit that they did. Even the word Zamal, the word for brother, it means left. So I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I just was looking at all of it. I said, I think this is what he mean when he said the left hand in the holy tablets and dividing people up from the left hand to the right hand, or lower Egypt, upper Egypt. You know what I mean? The desolate realm and the lively realm. That's from my observation. They got mad at me. That don't mean I ain't gonna study the doctrine. I'm gonna study the doctrine. That don't mean I won't speak the language. I'm gonna still speak the language. I think it's deeper than the language. I think it's deeper than the doctrine. I think that marks a time period where people were going to separate. I think that that's what it is. Here at the doctrine, it marks a time period where there was a separation between the sheep and the goats, and he talked about that also. You see, in the doctrine. So, and I didn't know that until recently because I started recently reading the doctrine. So all the while I've been out here talking about it, Out of the Darkness book, I had never read Sabian books. You see, everything I was putting in my books, I didn't get from him, from his new books. I was just writing it, and it turns out that he was talking about it. The song titles I had, like The Gate, he had a book called, or has a book called Pagatut, The Gate. And he was talking about the stuff I was speaking on. I said, so, to answer your question simply, there's so many definitions of it. You should research it, look into it, and see what you come up with, and read the books. So let him explain it, because you might come across something I ain't came across yet. You know what I mean? Just because I don't figure this out, that don't mean it applies to everybody. Maybe that was just for me to figure out. But what I was doing is stay away from these Sabians. You see what I'm saying? The ones who calling themselves Sabians, and the ones who calling themselves Nuwapians, and they're not living it in their heart. Stay away from them. I even asked one of the sisters recently to involve them in something that I got going on with a lot of the brothers. And the sister is a Sabian, and she warned me not to involve the Sabian men. She said, all you're going to be doing is opening up the doors for six ether energy to get into what you're doing. She said, those are nigga Wabians. That was her word. She said, those are nigga Wabians. They don't really care about the doctrine, none of that. A lot of them don't want to work. She said, you doing the right thing. Don't involve them in what you're doing, because you're just going to open yourself up for their disagreeableness and for their six ether and their black devils. I'm like, damn. And she with the tribe, she with the family. You know what I mean? And I listened to her. She said, I don't want you to think I'm shutting down what you're saying. I said, no, I'm listening to what you're saying. Because I something told me to bring it to you to ask you what you thought. And you gave me the answer. You see what I'm saying? She didn't say, oh yeah, get the brothers involved. And she didn't say don't do it because Pop's got his own thing. She said don't do it because you're going to be opening up yourself for evil frequencies coming from them people over there. She said these nigga Wabians don't want to get nothing done. So don't involve them, that dead energy in what you're doing. So listen, that's an elder. She been around Pops. I listened to what she said. And even if I wouldn't have wanted to, that same day when I got on that conference call that they were doing, man, they showed me that. I said, yeah. So again, you got to be able to separate them people over there from the doctrine. They don't live the doctrine. A lot of them just walking around with it. Don't even know why. You got to be able to separate them people over there with their uniforms and the cultural garb and all of that. You got to be able to separate them from what he wrote. Read, read, read. This is how you going to know. Touch the book and see what type of genetic explosions happen for you. Whatever books. What books from the Hereafter Doctrine should we start with? Just start with them. They're going to pop out to you. Ooh, what is this? What's the Golden Children? That might be for you. Oh, what's this? What's the decision? That might be for you. Oh, what's the revelation this? What's the revelation that? What's Master Secret this? What's Master Secret that? Those might be for you. You see? Ultimate reality. What's this? See what that is. Neuroscience. What's that? See what that is. Mafkuzet. What's that? See what that is. You see? Read the books. Don't fall up under nobody and don't be at nobody's store, no temple, no nothing. Get a book from them and then be bleaked into following up under them. They don't live it. You get the book and you decide how you're going to live it or if you're going to live it. You decide. We're not just doers, we're deciders. That's coming from Malachi York. You see? Oh, yeah. It's real, though. Let me tell you something. I haven't read the books and said, okay, nah, this ain't him. And sometimes it's like that's repetition of something I've read before. That's a fact. But when I read them books, I feel Pop speaking. I'm going to tell y'all that I have to bear witness. I read Bridge of Salvation. It's like it's a lot of stuff in it. He in the middle of all of that is being said. So if you know his voice, I used to tell people this, and I'm still saying it. If Malachi is behind it, I'm going to find it. So if you want to know the definition to the word, go look it up yourself. Also read his books, the Hereafter Doctrine books. How do they get the books? Who got the Hereafter Doctrine link? Who got the link to the Master Secrets, Patarak, all them books? We got to have that too. Or is that a part of the books that's in 1440 Ta's bio? Y'all let me know. And if they are a part of those books, then all you got to do, family, is go to 1440 Ta bio, click it, and then look for whatever books jump out to you. And start there. It's in my bio as well. That's what's up. It's in there. Yeah, don't be buying it from nobody. You people get on here and they get the DMing y'all and all that, trying to sell you books. Don't buy it. It's a scam. The books are free. You got free access to them. And if any books is not free, we'll find them. We'll buy them. One person will buy them. We'll make copies and give them away for free. You see? Just to get the information out. Because don't none of that go to him no way. They're not helping him with the money. Now, if you find like bookstores and you go into a bookstore and you want to go support somebody that got a bookstore or buy some stuff from them, that's different. They have a bookstore. You see what I'm saying? You can do that, whatever. If it's us, you see, a lot of these people opening up their own stores. It ain't our books. You know what I'm saying? Meaning it ain't, well, it's our books, like you'll see our books in it, but he didn't sanction it. He didn't tell them to do it. Nobody got approval for it. A lot of these people just opening up stores. And they wanted me to be a part of one of them stores they open up. So we're going to open up this store. We want you to help. We want you to be a part of it. No, I don't have nothing to do with that. And then y'all selling his books, merging it with all them herbs and stuff. That have nothing to do with him. Y'all know that. Y'all ain't sending that money to him. You ain't sending it. It's y'all money. So don't get caught up in the games. A lot of games going on. You a genuine person. You want to find the information. You want to change your life. Read the books and don't follow nobody. And see what the information is, or the affirmation is, or the beneath information is in the books. You see that and start living it. If the books say cut out meat, and see what happens. If the books say meditate at this point in time, that point in time, see what happens when you do it. Learn this language, see what happens when you do it. Test them out. And leave them other people alone, because they ain't going nowhere. And they've been right up on it and ain't going nowhere. Y'all new people, y'all new, true, and willing people, y'all will be the ones that cause a lot of the changes to take place progressively. It ain't going to be the ones that's been around or been closest to him. He said, my own family did this to me. You understand that? That's what he explained, that his own family did this. So don't ever get it twisted. These people done lied and deceived for so long. Are y'all with me? Any questions? Her family did what? I'm saying Malachi was saying his family did it to him. They got him locked up. They set him up. They lied on him. They've been stealing from him. They've been taking up money in his name and keeping it for themselves. They, the left hand. I'm gonna make stuff happen in the background. Using his likeness, yep. That's another thing though. Like, I told y'all, when people be getting called out, that don't make them stop. Like Prince and them gonna keep going. Like, you see what I'm saying? They gonna keep going. One thing I didn't hear him say, I didn't hear him say nothing about them books. I didn't hear him say he had an issue with them putting out the books. However, I heard him talk about the Williams and Williams and how they weren't giving the information and stuff wasn't making sense. And they were taking up money from people, but they weren't explaining nothing. He was talking about that on the calls that I heard. What they gonna run it is they gonna switch it up, change the name, all that, and then they gonna push forth as if he ain't say nothing and keep people believing that the Williams and Williams thing is the thing to do. You know what I mean? And Malachi still saying, if this is the thing, why y'all not letting people know what's moving? Why y'all not letting him know what's moving? So that's why he did say, because they got the email. They put out the email that was sent out. And one thing about Pops is he spells shit different. He spells shit different and he write different. He type different. And that's from me seeing his emails from a lot of different people. He be writing stuff differently. I'm like, yeah, that's him. He spelled moving and he kept the E. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this Pops. But it's all good. They ain't the only ones. Here's some people that's family that were like, yeah, they thieving. Those people are thieves. Again, you don't know Malachi. All this shit could be a test to see how many people gonna, you know what I mean, buck up and attack Shalimar and attack Prince York and attack Ramses and click up. That could be a test. But they, you know, he can also be testing what you're gonna say when you think he didn't know what was moving. They underestimate him. Why? I don't know. But they do. What about the Anunnaki? What the hell?
I don't give a fuck if it's a motherfucking robbery. 12 better motherfucking stop me. I'm really on some shit now. I'm motherfucking godly. I be thinking where the motherfucking odds be. I'm twisty. The fuck is wrong with him? He gotta stop me. He not about to stop it. This shit they have him. Bobby, I make this the shit they have him. Dodging him. She gon' hit him for they Iraqi, the Laki, a Hebrew Israelite can never got me. I still, right there, right with God be on step on everybody. Yeah, how shall my witness, nigga? Look, if this a motherfucking robbery, 12 better motherfucking stop me. I'm really on some shit now, motherfucking godly. I be kicking with a motherfucking Osby. I'm twisted. The fuck is wrong with him? He gotta stop me. He not gotta stop it. This that shit they have on Bobby. Nigga, this the shit they have on dodging them. She gon' hit them before they spot me. Free the motherfucking donkey. Malaki. Devil like he not my motherfucking Aki. Playing with the master, you a motherfucking Aki. But I be kicking right now, straight karate. Student on the left, same renegade and Gachi. But why these motherfuckers playing like they godly? When Dr. York came to him and help, it wasn't Bobby. So try me, the risky and the standing right Bobby beside me. Same renegade and Gachi. But why these motherfuckers playing like they godly? When Dr. York came to him and help, it wasn't Bobby. This a robbery. 12 better motherfucking stop me. I'm really on some shit now. Motherfucking godly. I be kicking with a motherfucking Osby. I'm twisted. The fuck is wrong with him? He gotta stop it. He not gotta stop it. This shit they have him. Bobby, I think this the shit they have him. Dodging them. She gon' hit them before they spot me.
Like what? What?
Elohim, are we all gods or we supreme? Say it loud, especially if black and proud is what you scream. Is it real? Everything that they show you on the screen, can you feel? All the shit that I've been saying, that you paying attention to my ambitions as a pilot. I'm still a rider, but just higher, plus I'm in charge of this fight, I'm McMillan. Are we the true believers or are we the Musrikin? If you don't know what I mean, read between. They create earthquakes and then send them to kill. Can they play first place, but they ain't winning for real? Can they erase your race with just a pen and a quill? From all the stories that none of them folks invented for real? Like, are you woke cause you think that you woke? You gotta go look. Like, is the firmament real? Like, where flat earth get that word? From Admiral Byrd, for someone who established the earth. Better go back and research. All the facts is reversed, but don't matter who had this shit first. Long as it actually works. Tell me, has time sped up? Are we at war with the beast? And did we attempt to warn you people right before the release? Like, is COVID a scam? Are there clouds in your skies really cloaking the shams? Do you know who I am? Elohim. Are we all gods? We supreme. Say it loud, especially if black and proud is what you scream. Is it real? Everything that they show you on the screen, can you feel? All the shit that I've been saying, if you paying attention to my ambitions as a pilot. I'm still a rider, but just higher, plus I'm in charge of this fight, I'm McMillan. Are we the true believers or are we the Musrikin? If you don't know what I mean, read between. People worshiping idols, are these the perfect disciples? I peep the verses, they speaking curses, the worst of a rival. Niggas rap like murder is vital, the purpose is vital. We on the earth to survive, live, they prefer to be dialed. White rabbit, watching niggas disappear just like magic. UFO approach my home, then fly past it. But I ain't wanna miss my shot, so I grabbed it. So niggas watch me disappear just like magic. Are we all gods, we supreme? Say it loud, especially if black and proud is what you scream. Is it real? Everything that they show you on the screen, can you feel? All the shit that I've been saying, is you paying attention to my ambitions as a pilot? I'm still a rider, but just higher, plus I'm in charge of this fight, I'm McMillan. Are we the true believers or are we the Musrikin? If you don't know what I mean, read between. My position in this race is, well, here's the basis. I'm like TMZ with Kanye. I'll let you build your narrative. Hats off to you, but I'm a trumpet. You can come play, but this is so not a game. How about the Hyundai on the gunplay like Nerf flipped? I'm not your friend. To the oxygen stops again. I'll go to war with the beast. I'll fight an oxygen. I'll punch a kid in the face and throat. I'm a big bully. I baby goats. Not the Messiah. I played these folks. Really, the plan is ally. You can't overstand the plan. The plan is ally. And the plan is all I've been saying. They can't withstand the quicksand that is man's command. And all our hands is bare behind our backs. They say it's my time, but it's the time I lack. They think this delete shit is sweet. It's a point. I've been doing everything I can to land. But they would have had to bake a patty cake as fast as they can. Overstand these phalanges go hand in hand, because this planet stands a chance until you roll it, and put it in the hands of Pan. But man, that's where I come in. So get the queuing on. Like, that's my cue, but you don't know who, so you moving on to the next line and shit trying to improv. You took the Broadway, me, I stuck to the script and slipped through the hallway. See, must have been tripping. Bitch, you will always be up under me. I just chose to walk this walk humbly. That might come as a surprise, the way I summoned up them guys and legions and niggas died. But even against the odds, I'm keeping this shit alive and I'm bobbing and weaving it because niggas tried to relieve me of this because I was not believing in this facade, bohemian in society's Illuminati and friends. But the 15th century is not where my Illuminati begins. This shit is in my genes, the real one. And it's a complicated place to exist in. Well, my positioning is racist. This then, just see how Smollett did it. He's a reflection of the leaders of your world. Create chaos and watch it unfurl. Order, introduce it next. Bleach to the face or water, and then a noose to neck. The stories that the noose projects is just conceptual threats used to get you upset and to inject you with the fret mood, looking for something to protect you from the horrors that you'll lose to next if you forget who runs this shit, but you do forget, and therefore you get your punishment. Cause the runner is you, not as it's up. Everything I said came to pass like Cam Newton. So why you not receive it? Where's the Isaac Bruce and you damn humans? Woke is a joke cause the focus was broken and so many folks has been hoping that these devils in cloaks can provoke an emotion when the doctor been locked up for 2 dimes. Malachi York, the true sign. But when it comes to our uprising, the best advice from these so-called conscious leaders who didn't have to do time is in due time. Nigga, that's the true crime. So we wait. And shit get heavier. Like pressure on a levee, the boom is near. I'm screaming, evacuate! From the mountaintops, people look around and stop. They see me, but then they resume in fear. Running in circles, tripping over propaganda. The land of the zombies is like they accepted their doom. It's weird. And all I can do is call like I do. And just remember, right, I'm dealing with humans here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
So in the zone, you think about the thing that did heritage. I'm going there with it. It's this apparent that no, I'm not scared to reinvent the narrative. Black on black terrorist is the biggest threat when you a black American. Is that so? So why do I slip, when the cops come around? I slip, when the shit go down. I slip, when you hear that sound. I slip, when the cops come around. I slip, when the shit go down. I slip, when you hear that sound. Even there were honor, but Elijah Muhammad, a Farrakhan, cause I was not even born. My parents coming from that climb, my mama coming from Black Panther, my daddy was that star with Uplaw. Shot to the Bronx, Bushwick Avenue, with a knowledge of consciousness. The Nas and Sean Carter was born, not where I'm from, but Malachi's the alarm clock. So you know what type of time, and I'm on like waking them up. We finna rise to the sunlight, eat fake, woke niggas trying to rerun right now. This college brown, the alumni. Real teachers kill me, so feel free to be eliminated or illuminated. You can die every cold eye, cause the odds is very high. It is unlikely that the government is watching someone like me, so I kick shit solo, L and the O is well, A-E-R. Where the niggas go who fail, but I'm not pro as hell, like I can't tell that they go and tell. Be the signs of the time to remind that we rose, we fell, trying to rise again, give them back they tied to the gym, we done broke the spell. I was flying through the city illegally, I be giving these niggas the heebie-jeebies, put my wrist on their teeth, they be free, watch them out when you fix this nigga, we ain't never get burnt to a skeleton, nigga, before we don't step on the Nephilim, niggas feel like the grandson, they get scared on, scream, uncle, we nephew, D5, 4 phones. When the cops come around, when the shit go down, when you hear that sound, when the cops.
This shit ain't no average. Finna take a trip, but you can't bring your baggage on me. So much I could manage, and I'm thinking less shit hear me while I feel it's doing damage. While these niggas sell they souls, just to have they diamonds dancing. Like, this shit ain't no average. Finna take a trip, but you can't bring your baggage on me. So much I could manage, and I'm thinking less shit hear me while I feel it's doing damage. While these niggas sell they souls, just to have they diamonds dancing. And I'm walking down this road. Up to heaven, I can't chance it, but don't speak if you don't know. Everybody think they chose. Everybody wanna whip and everybody wanna pole car. Everybody bitchin' car. Everybody hoe face, make them flip and free. Everybody so free. Baba out the cage, cause he tryna take us home. They say they stand with me, but they don't overstand me. This shit for the family, no, I don't see a plan B. God is who command me, don't work for Uncle Sam B. I try to show it to them, but they told me that they can't see. They told me it's impossible, I told them that it can't be. They try to throw curses on my name when they should thank me. I show niggas love, I'm confused on how you hate me. Ain't no competition in my lane, boy, you can't race me. Boy, you can't race me. Ain't no competition. Ay, wish they see the vision. Ay, we don't gotta fight. Wish that shit would listen. Ay, yeah. Why you think I'm gripping? Niggas try to take my life. Why you think I'm gripping? Ay, this shit ain't no average. Finna take a trip. You can't bring your baggage on me. So much I could manage. And I'm thinking lust to heal me. Why I feel it's doing damage. Why these niggas sell they souls just to have they diamonds dancing. Ay, this shit ain't no average. Finna take a trip, but you can't bring your baggage on me. So much I could manage, and I'm thinking lust to hear me. Why I feel it's doing damage. Why these niggas sell they souls just to have they diamonds dancing.
What do you know? What do you know? What you not do? You know, no. It's taking a journey. You don't know me, so learn me. Sit on my square so firmly. They can't snake, can't worm me. Where I'm spinning, turn me. Big arms, we ain't taking losses. We gain them, they turn green. Flip shit like a dolphin. Memphis like I'm tired now. When I be on the MIC, I take them back to rock him. Guess who bet like based on body? Pop the loan if I drop my shotty. Pop it. No, you don't slide like hockey. Pop it. Get in that ball like Rocky. Pop it. Ain't woe, you not my posse. Get it from the back, can't stop outside me. You is not my family. We shaking the palm tree. What do you know? No.
This shit ain't no average.
No.
Finna take a trip.
Yeah.
You can't bring your baggage.
No.
So much I could manage.
Yeah.
I'm thinking lust to heal me. Why I feel it's doing damage. Why these niggas sell they souls just to have they diamonds dancing.
I can't believe I'm here again. Reincarnated into a new man. I'm back to restore my goddamn land. Swimming, looking for my guys. Feeling it just like moving water. Yeah, I'm hopping right behind. Manifest when my brain grows taller. Protecting my energy, do not bother. Plenty season, watch them grow. I'm on God time and I'm not slow. I so be rich, so I can't be poor. Then out for me, they nigga go. Beat me up, I'm out of this world. Open that claim, that's me that hurt. Open the Bible and read the word. Every day I just wanna learn. Every day I just wanna be myself. See my past, trauma down in the well. Stay on my purpose and stay out of jail. I see these demons want me in that cell.
Can you back up on my aura base management? Greatest ever told, you know this story. Here I am again. See me in the flesh is never anything like they fantasize. Maybe dapping up just anybody. It's the hand of God. Take your shoes off before you come into my crib. Abraham, I can show a dead body how to live. Do you recognize me? I'm that ringing in your ear. Don't you ever lie to me. You only injuring your spirit. I know who you are. Before you speak a word to me, I hear. I've seen you around. What you doing on this side of the galaxy? You not from here. I don't know what you did to get this sentence, but I'm in it with you. Let me update you on Club Chosen. You ain't been in a few. You in the loop, that's the point. Reincarnated, but where's you going? I've been on the way back since I was born. On top of the mountain, they gave me a horn, they gave me a trumpet, they gave me a drum, they gave me a note, I held it long. And I'm still holding
I
on.
can't believe I'm here again. Reincarnated
And I'm
into a
still
new man.
holding
Back
on.
to restore my goddamn land. Twinkling, looking for my guys. Feeling it just like moving water. Yeah, I'm hopping right behind. Manifest when my brain grows taller. Protecting my energy, do not bother. Plenty season, watch them grow. I'm on God time and I'm not slow. I so be rich, so I can't be poor. If not for me, they nigga go. Beat me up, I'm out of this world. Open that claim, that's me that hurt. Open the Bible and read the word. Every day I just wanna learn. Every day I just wanna be myself. See my past, trauma down in the well. Stay on my purpose and stay out of jail. I swear these demons want me in that cell.
Please remember that this is just a melody.
Years galore, all the pain still dripping from the years before me. I done ran from the mission. Won't let me alone and keep knocking on my conscience. Haunting me into the night, into the morning. Can't even pray, cause even God runs from me.
this. Long niggas road, you'll ever know. I promise. Please don't let me fall. I did this for y'all. I know what's coming. Gangsta love, nigga, I bang with the realest. Had to understand how my niggas can feel it. And they go for all my young and my children. Streets can't raise from long, we need a village. 100 round gun still popping. Choppers on the block still chopping. Blood on the streets, we in hell, bitch, slow while we coughing. Dying by the hands of a pot of nigga, not just the officers. Talking about the niggas on the block with us. Proximity murder, but they don't take binoculars. See that we the only people stopping us. And not because we had to kill each other, that the option they provided us. Living in the projects, godless, they proud of us. Welfare mean farewell to the God in us. Hebrew, Israelite, 5% and you know why the Christian spiritual people look how they divided us. Don't even need no curse. Sorry if you waiting on the curse. They don't want to see my people flourish. They never let my people be encouraged. It's your land, you are not encouraged. They lies to you. This is not the Jews. We are not kings and queens, but goddesses. And guys, it's true. It resides inside of you. The tone that you can activate and cause the skies to move. Waiting on a so-called white man, begging for a chain when it's sitting in your left and your right hand. I know everything they did to you was trifling, but it don't nobody want to say the shit that I can. We don't come together on love, nigga. We fighting for no reason at all. Marching and rising, way bigger than laws and marching and rights and the black leaders that they gave y'all to come fighting. It's been 100 years later, still nothing. Niggas ain't went up to the palace to kill nothing. Malcolm X died by the hands of his brethren, but I'm supposed to be reverent to the nation that they repping. Y'all niggas kill your own call that stepping. That's the enemy using you as a weapon, and you let them. Every shepherd to step up, you don't protect them, you behead them. Shooters in the black Messiah, that's how they get them. Tupac, Michael Jackson, Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, Dr. Sebi, Nipsey Hussle, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Tupac, Michael Jackson, Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, Dr. Sebi, Nipsey Hussle, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, You'll be sunk in the kitchens of God. In the presence of demons, you smile at night. They'll never know your name. You'll be missed when they hit for your side. In the heavens, you shine in a twinkle star. You'll never post it blame. We thank you. You could be anywhere but here. We thank you. You walk through nights with no fear. We thank you. If you've never been told, we thank you. We thank you. Soul of gold. Master teacher, is that what you are? You were slick not to claim it. You're an agent of something so far they can't sit out and name it. Until the lightning, you could have escaped with the wind. Thank you. You could be anywhere but here. We thank you. You walk through nights with no fear. We thank you. If you've never been told, we thank you. We thank you. So gold. Oh, Marie. Oh, Marie.
What it feels like, the world up on your shoulders, youngin'. All the lonely nights and tears cry. Don't give up, you're too close to the moment. Yeah, I've been there where you are. She cheated on you, broke your heart now. You wanna go and be a player. Bills on the table, it get hard now. Struggle done turned you to a robber. I didn't always make the good choice. I did some dirt of my own. I know I was wrong. But the reward is in the righteous words. Hope you can understand these words, but if you don't, it's easy to get on the street. That fast money gon' be a breeze. But I got brother doing 20 years, trying to look out for they seat. I know that 9 to 5 was set up by the man, believe you me. Rent 2,400, they paying like 300 a week. And so they know we selling weed. They know we moving product. They know we gon' be cracking car, couple $1,000. We been trying to move legit, but mama's starving where I bought her. Gotta be the man in the house and try to play like that don't bother us, but hey. And I know you what it feels like. The word up on your shoulders, youngin'. All the lonely nights and tears cry. Don't give up, you're too close to the moment. Yeah, I've been there where you are, young brother. You're going to get through it. I know you can do it. You see your mama in the dark now. You wanna go and be a savior. You hit that lick, you facing bars now. She would rather you pick that job up. Yeah, I didn't always hear the good voice. I did some work of my own. I know I was wrong. Your generation gon' survive the curse. I'm speaking over you these words, receive them all. Yeah, you gon' make it past 23. Yeah, you gon' be richer than Jay-Z. Yeah, not in prison, you gon' be free. You gon' make it up out the hood. Come back and turn your hood to something good. You gon' graduate from school and get a full ride. You gon' meet a faithful sister who gon' do or die. I can't wait to meet your sons, pull them to the side and look them in their eyes like, I told you what it feels like. The world up on your shoulders, youngin'. All the lonely nights and tears cry. Don't give up, you're too close to that moment. Yeah, I've been there where you are, young brother. You're going to get through it. I know you can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. 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 Yes, you Today's a new day. You can't be what you were. It's impossible, family. To make it new way. You gotta become one with your spirit. If you wanna escape, get free. Do you love what you see when you look in the mirror? If you don't, it's okay. Cause it's never too late. Raise your frequency, prepare to be great. Take the key. Each one teach one lesson away. Raise your frequency is free. I just pray that you see what we see, and that's heaven away. I am the blood. Discord to the discord. Let's go together today. Trying to dig deeper than a sin speaker. We were sleeping, we did it that way. We would never throw that shovel away. As above, so below, it's the way. Having love for the folks in the grave. With the back for us so we can know how to play. Dream big and shout out MLK. We gon' get there together. I promise you it. Yes, you can, yes you will. Yes you can, yes you will. Yes you can, yes you will. Frequency, raise your frequency, raise your frequency.
of us. It's gotten to the point we don't know who to trust. If you feel lost, let me give you a lead. The answers containing what we need. The right knowledge for the floating around. To this physical plane we are not bound. Sometimes light and light may find our way. But here is what a born wide and say. If you want information that will make you know, if you find this and it is your soul, it's your soul. If your soul, right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding. That's what the master teacher has been handing. His knowledge runs through us. His truth lies through us. No matter what the circumstances are. Cause we're still gaining truth while he's behind bars. Ooh, lessons, spiritual upliftment. With the truth in all aspects of his existence. Yeah. If you want information that will make you whole. If you find and it gives your soul. It's your soul. If you're sick of all the lies that won't go. I'm outside peddling, giving the books to veterans of Islam, Christianity, that I know better than it. All you like, in my opinion, is the best way to go. Many a call that they don't accept it, let them go. You better know what you about before you debate. You should know your beginning before you know your fate. My ancestors knew us, thick lips and noses. Prove that we were dead, called the faces in the boat. I never was a slave. These lands I own, and I know the secret that helps to give man a soul. Even after this life, I will survive, because Jesus said unto we that ye are God. So that means that I am in control of my own existence. When I get down on my knees and pray next time, I better listen. We can't run and hide from the truth that we are seeing. New opera, sound right reason.